Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for swinging on through, whether you're watching now, later, whenever, hopefully not never, listening, watching, really appreciate it. And it's another episode, another edition of Skol Saturday. I almost said Skol Sunday. It's Skol Saturday, NFL preseason edition, game number 2. It's going to be the Minnesota Vikings hosting. I felt like I sounded really, really Midwestern right there, but it'll happen. Minnesota Vikings hosting, did it again. The New England Patriots, they have been, roughhousing and practicing scrimmaging all week. So now we get to see the culmination of the preseason game. So, last week for Minnesota Vikings fans, NFL fans, what have you, a lot of eyes on none other than John Boy, aka JJ McCarthy. Allegedly, he had just been tearing up the New England Patriots defense this week. So it sounds like actually the Patriots are going to play some of their starters today. And I am giving a nice, warm welcome back to Stefon Diggs, one half of the Minneapolis Miracle, none other than like the greatest Minnesota Vikings moment ever, pretty much, probably ever. So welcome back to Stefon Diggs. And funny enough, we're going to be seeing the other half, probably on the sidelines though, in week 1, because Case Keenum's on the Bears now, and apparently he's just been tearing it up over there too. So, but welcome back to Stefon Diggs. So, for the Minnesota Vikings, kind of this week, the biggest thing, since John Boy, he's going to be on the bench now. Gotta put him in the McCarthy mobile, okay? Got to put him in the Pope bubble, okay? Got to protect him until week 1. But I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Thanks again for joining. Really appreciate it. Angel, always good to see you. We all have our wings now. Very, very good. Yeah. And 2, a little late because I decided that I would straighten my hair. Once again, hair problems. No technical difficulties so far. Knock on wood. I usually do. But yeah, I decided to flat iron or straighten my hair. I have naturally curly hair, and it's like 90% humidity here. So, yeah, good idea there. So it's already getting a little fuzzy. So yeah, no, apologies in advance that I'm going to be probably messing with my hair, but I kind of do that every time. So, but, and I say this a lot, my Leo rising, it definitely shows. But Angel, always good to see you. Very, very good. Yes, cheers from Oregon. Very good. I'm going to take another sip of my coffee. I probably shouldn't drink any more because I feel like I'm hyped up enough, but cheers. Good to see you. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's still pretty good. I made it hours ago, but man, shout out. I always shout this thing out. This freaking little mug warmer right here, people. Man, I love it so much. I tell you, it's like a little mini hot plate, whatever. I really like it. It works well. So cheers. JV, how are you? It's good to see you, man. How's life? How ya been? Good to see ya. William, always good to see you too. Hope things are going well on your end. And we got about 20-ish minutes before kickoff. It's about 11:39 Central Time right now, Saturday, August 16th. And I did just want to try to start adding in, just for everybody, what the moon is doing, because she's ever so important in our daily lives. She moves so quickly. So the moon actually just moved into Gemini. So the moon is going to be making good communication with Saturn, with Neptune, also with Uranus, and with Pluto, and with Mars. So we got a lot of air energy in the sky right now. So just for everybody, you might be feeling a little bit more like mentally stimulated with the moon being conjunct or right on top of Uranus. Some of you might be feeling like maybe your feelings, or you might do something a little bit different, maybe out of the ordinary, maybe a little bit more sporadic than you normally do. With Saturn and Neptune in the mix, some people might be hanging out with older people, might be doing like some chores, some necessary things that need to get done, but you don't mind doing them, maybe some more like mundane things. And with Mars in the mix too, we might be all just feeling that like extra energy and drive to really get these things done. And then I also almost forgot Pluto is in the mix too. Good harmony with the moon. So there might be some sort of like transformational stuff going on, some digging deep, maybe mentally for some people, maybe emotionally. But this is all like really good supportive energy of all these planets happening right now. And with the moon being in Gemini, for the Vikings, they got a lot of Geminis on the team. Head coach Kevin O'Connell is a Gemini. Justin Jefferson is a Gemini. So right there, Mike Zimmer, old Minnesota Vikings coach, is Gemini. So Gemini is also kind of the trickster energy. There's duality because it's the twin energy. So always two sides. So just a little heads up for some moon energy coming up for the next couple of days here. But yeah, so William, everything is good? Great. Good to hear. Very nice. Let's see. I did have a couple of notes here before the game. Okay. I actually want to pull this up. I wanted to pull this up first, and I actually should have just taken the time to do it before I started streaming, but that's okay. We have time. Let's see. It looks like they're talking to Brian O'Neill right now. All right. So the Minnesota Vikings this last week too were in the news because they've added a male cheerleader to the squad, which is super cool. I think his name is Blaze, but there's people in an uproar here. Okay. Yeah, his name is Blaze, Blaize, Shike, I think. Yeah, he's been added to the Minnesota Vikings roster. I think that's so awesome. I think that's so cool. Like, what the hell? Like, what's people panties in a bunch here? Like, I'm sorry. Like, come on. Okay, why are people upset about this? What the hell? Why are you mad about a male cheerleader being added to the Vikings here? I'm trying to share the screen. I don't know if it'll work. My computer has also been a little bit funky, so Mercury retrograde things. I don't know. I think that's amazing, and I should look this up. But like, okay, there's always been male cheerleaders, like always, and I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong here, but I am highly confident that the whole sport started with men. Anyway, like it was a male-dominated sport to begin with. I'm pretty sure. So what the hell? Who cares? And two, they can probably do a lot more like acrobatics and like tumbling when they have men to be like throwing the ladies around and tumbling and stuff. Like, what the hell? Who cares? I don't know. I think it's awesome. They should have done that sooner. Add some more. Anyway, I just felt that was, everybody has their 18-year own opinion, but people that are mad about it, like, what do you care? How does it affect you? It doesn't. Anyway, going off about that for a little bit. Everything's good. KJ, are you talking about me? What? If you are, that's very sweet. I appreciate that compliment. Thank you. There's energy so much. Hi, John. I know. Yeah, I should pull up the chart for right now too, but like, and the moon just moved into Gemini, like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. Very recently, it had been void. It had been in the sign. She had been in Taurus actually for the last couple of days, and the moon loves being in Taurus. She's exalted in Taurus, so she feels very, very comfortable there. So for the last couple of days too, depending, everybody's life is different, obviously. But yeah, now that the moon is in Gemini and we have all these other planets in, we got Mars in Libra, we have Pluto in Aquarius, we have Uranus in Gemini, and then we have Saturn and Neptune in Aries. So that's the sextile energy from the Aries portion. And then we got the trine in the sky with all the other air energies going on. So yeah, and then too, I don't know if anybody saw the other day, but Jupiter and Venus were right in the same degree in the sign of Cancer. It was a couple of days ago. So if any of you were up in the early morning, about an hour before sunrise, and you looked into the eastern part of the sky and you saw two bright beaming lights, it was Jupiter and Venus. They were together in the sky, which is like the two benefic planets in astrology getting together. So that's amazing. And they both feel very, very comfortable in the sign of Cancer. So depending on where you have Cancer in your chart, that's how you were, maybe affected by that. But for me, those two planets are in my 12th house of what's hidden away from me. And yeah, that definitely kind of came to fruition, definitely for me anyway, personally. But kind of like a sad thing, bittersweet thing. But yeah, so anyway. So, yeah, all that good stuff. I feel like my hair is already curling up here. The humidity, I should check. And okay, I don't want to complain about like small things here. This is just a weather complaint, but it's like swamp ass up in here. Legit. I looked at my phone the other day, and for those of you that don't know, I do live in Minnesota. It was 94% humidity here. What is happening right now? I mean, I know what's happening, but geez. Ah. And once again, I feel like this will be just like a weekly thing until, it's frosty in the air and there's snow on the ground. I need to mow my lawn. It's too damn wet. I have to mow my lawn again. I feel like I'm always mowing my lawn, people. But it's too wet. Can't do it. Hey, you won your eviction case on Thursday. There you go. Nice. We're all too kind of maybe feeling some after effects of the full moon in Aquarius that we had last Saturday. My moon is in Aquarius, and that full moon was right by my moon, right by my natal moon. And I tell you what, people, yes, yeah, definitely was felt there. But that's amazing. Congratulations. Good to hear. Ryan, always good to see you, man. How you doing? I agree. People can, I know, such jackasses. Like, who cares? People are always going to be, there's always going to be people upset about something, right? But it's just like, how does a male cheerleader affect you? How? I mean, that goes with anybody, anything like people that judge somebody else's like sexuality or whatever too. How does it directly affect you? It doesn't. So what do you care? What do you care? But people that get really upset about those things, that makes me question them. I'm like, well, you might be harboring some like inner feelings here that you need to maybe work through yourself, and you're maybe projecting now a little bit. So like when I see a gentleman driving a very, 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 very large truck that feels the need to just rev their engine and speed right by. Like, what are you trying to prove? And to whom? Anyway, I don't even know how we got on. Well, I can know how we got there, but anyway, so just things. JV, what you got? I'm honestly worried JJ McCarthy is going to throw 5 touchdowns on Monday night against your Bears. Come on, really? Are you worried about that? Legit? Really? In week 1, and that'll be the start of him being the next Tom Brady. Wow. I mean, as a Vikings fan, I love to hear that. As a Bears fan, I'm sure you're, like you said, I could see your concern. I mean, that would be amazing, right? I mean, Tom Brady does have affiliation to Minnesota, so, but yeah, having the next Tom Brady over here, I mean, wow, that's like some big, like, that's like a bold statement right there. I mean, the sky's the limit. And, just thinking about the astrology of it all, because I'm going to, with JJ, I should look up the rest of JJ McCarthy's chart. I need to try to find that out and maybe do like a stream about that coming up. But he has his sun sign, so who he is at his core is in Aquarius. And with the two, with Uranus and Gemini, that's a slow-moving energy, that planet, that supports him. Also, Pluto being in Aquarius, he's going through a transformation right now, which is also, I mean, it's a lot, but we can kind of see it happening. And then with Saturn and Neptune, also very two slow-moving planets, so they're going to be in this sign for a while. With those two planets being in Aries, that also supports JJ McCarthy, his sun sign in Aquarius, like committing to something, like something more serious with Saturn in the mix. So, I mean, just looking at that astrology, that's very, very supportive of JJ McCarthy. And also, I mean, just Kevin O'Connell too, because he's a Gemini. His sun sign is in Gemini. So, I mean, it would be kind of interesting actually to do maybe like a deep dive on like Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell. I'm always going to call him that. Kevin O'Connell, JJ McCarthy, and maybe like Justin Jefferson, like the top three, the top two players, and then obviously the head coach, and them all being air signs too, and how just the planets where they are right now and where they're going to be for a little while, how that might affect them. And just obviously the Vikings in general too. So yeah, we shall see. That'd be awesome though. I'd be all in on that. I was up before the sunrise, looked to my left, and fell back asleep. Oh, dang it! Well, you missed a little treat there. But actually, Jupiter and Venus are still really close together. So if you do happen to be up at that time, you can still see them in the sky in the morning. I tried to adjust these straps here. That sounds weird. I tried to adjust these and make them tighter before I started streaming because I had a feeling they were going to keep falling down, but they're like stuck. So bear with me there. Maybe nobody even noticed. You mow your lawn about the same as the Vikings being on third down. Seriously. That's funny, Ryan. We're going to go with that actually because it's true. I know. For real though. I got to get my little noisemaker out over here. All right. What time is it? Oh, and then the Lynx too, people, they play after like being off for like a week. They play, what is it? Who did they play today? The Liberty, I think. I don't know. They've been playing them for like 3 games in a row. Yeah, the Liberty, and they start at 1:00. So the Lynx start at 1:00. They're playing at the Target Center too. So it's a busy day in Minneapolis today. It's busy afternoon. Also, friggin' Minnesota Renaissance Festival started today. Yeah, we got the Lynx playing at 1:00. We got the Vikings hosting. I mean, downtown Minneapolis is going to be popping later. I mean, the Renaissance Festival is out in Shakopee, Minnesota, so that's nowhere near downtown. But, I mean, a lot of stuff going on today. There's probably a whole bunch of other stuff, too, that I don't even know about. Oh, John, okay, what do you got? You watched the Seahawks? Dang it! I missed Darney last night. Darnold a better fit for them than us. All right. How did he look, though? Did he look pretty good? Dang. I should go back and try to watch some clips. Oh, I'm kind of bummed that I missed that. I will definitely be cheering for Sam Darnold, for sure. I mean, when the Vikings play Seattle, obviously I'll want the Vikings to win, but I hope Darnold has a good game. But, I mean, that's good that it looks like he's going to be a better fit, at least where he is. How is he looking, though, overall? KJ, let's see. Who are your top 3 favorite Vikings players ever? I would have to say Randy Moss. Ooh, that's a tough one. Randy Moss, Jared Allen, and Dante Culpepper. Like, those 3 pop into my mind pretty quickly. I mean, obviously kind of from the same era. I mean, Fran Tarkenton, obviously a solid pick too. Johnny Randall, really like him. But I mean, shout out to Gary Anderson too. I feel like he doesn't get enough love. And I always liked Brad Johnson, Warren Moon, but I will say Randy Moss, Dante Culpepper, Jared Allen, like those 3 come to my mind right away. So yeah, I'll just go with them. That's so funny too, KJ, that you asked me that. Because before I started streaming, I just had a feeling somebody was going to ask me that. Like, not top 3, but just ask me who my favorite Vikings player was. I mean, that's not too out of the ordinary, but no shit. I thought that like a few minutes before I started, so that's funny. Jade, any type of game time prediction? You know what? I didn't look at the chart yet, but I actually wanted to just pull it up here and just do a sneak peek. So let me grab it quick and I'll put it up. But I would say just straight away with the moon right now and in Gemini being right on top of Aquarius, I would say maybe something like, I don't know, like something funky, something spontaneous, something out of the ordinary. And maybe that could be equated to like New England is actually, surprise, they are going to start some of their starters. I think we could maybe equate the moon being right on top of Uranus with that kind of announcement that was just made, because that's a little bit like surprising. Like, oh, we weren't really like expecting that. And that would also support, let's see, that would support Saturn and Aries, because Saturn is like stability, like older people, like the starters, the veteran type of thing. So, I mean, that already came to pass, but just thinking about that in terms of the moon being right on top of Uranus. And two, with Kevin O'Connell being a Gemini, maybe we might see some sort of like flared up emotion from Kevin O'Connell, like something that we don't normally see. Maybe that could be like, I don't know, because of the Geminis or the twins, I'm just thinking like maybe the evil twin or something comes out, or maybe he gets like angry or like pissed or something. Maybe with Mars being in the mix and like Pluto, just something emotionally, like some sort of emotional flare up or something that we don't normally like see, or that's a little bit like unexpected or kind of like out of the blue, with Uranus being in the mix and with the moon ruling emotions, stuff like that. And with Kevin O'Connell being a Gemini, the moon in Gemini. I don't know. That's just my first thought that comes to mind. But I'm putting in the chart right now, and let's just take a peek. I love the question though. Let's see. What do we got here? August 16th, noon, Minneapolis. Well, let me make sure I'm putting the right chart in, and then I'm going to share it. I got to make sure I'm using the right house system. All right. Oh, I got to say hi to JJ. Hi, JJ. Let me get my mouse over here. Dang it. Sometimes I think that I need another mouse. Skol, how you doing? Yes, I'm good. Everything's pretty good. I was just blathering away about how I have to mow my lawn again. And Ryan said earlier that I have to mow my lawn as often as the Vikings are in third down. So, but yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? Wait a minute. It's okay. JJ, I missed your birthday. Happy belated birthday, though. I know you're a Leo, so hope you're having a good birthday. Have you started school yet? Or are you still on summer vacay? Yes, Skol Vikings. I hope that you're still on summer vacay. Yeah, Skol, everybody. I love it. I am going to. I was actually just thinking about that because I was thinking I need to get a hat. I need to do that. I was thinking about that earlier. So yes, I need to do that. If anybody is not following JJ's channel, please go do so. I should put it in the chat here, but let me share the chart. And yeah, he's got his whole thing going on over there. Let's see. How am I feeling about the preseason game? I think it sounds like it, doesn't it? I don't know though. The only thing that makes me think, I'm going to actually look at your chart and see what the chart says too, because got it pulled up here. But the only thing that like makes me think that the Vikings are not going to win is the fact that New England's starting their starters or their ones. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And God, what is his name? The New England coach's name? I don't know. I was listening to KFAN earlier while I was getting ready, and they just kept like regurgitating the fact that, God, what is this? I just had New England's coach's name. Somebody's going to tell me in the chat, but when you have it and you just can't think of it, and then Mike Dowell. No, that's not it. Anyway, how he was all just pissed off, apparently, that McCarthy just devoured New England this week, but I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Hopefully we get to see a little bit of Sam Howell. Sam Howell, and God, what is his name? The third string quarterback. Here's another thing that I have to pull up here too is the freaking roster, because I swear I don't even know who's on our team anymore. And I say this every stream too, that I need to get the roster up before I start streaming. I say that every week, and then here I am pulling it up again. Okay, and then what was the dealio too? Maybe you guys can tell me, and maybe you guys saw this week. What's the dealio? There was a woman interviewing Kevin O'Connell, and people are like all up in arms about it. Why? Because there was like some weird body language or what? What's that about? Who was it? What's that about? All right, I got it pulled up, you guys. Max Brosmer. That's who I was thinking of. Okay. Hopefully, we're going to see some more of him. You know what? I like Max Brosmer a lot. I like what I saw last week. And Sam Howell, too. Are we all going to turn into werewolves here, people? Okay. I need to get my werewolf sounder going here. And Brosmer, we got to think of some sort of nickname there. But I don't know. McCarthy, step to the side. Okay, step to the side. Thank you. Move along there. We got other quarterbacks to watch now here, people. All right. But I am excited just for the fact too. If you think about it, we finally get a little bit of like a smorgasbord here, people. You know, and I mean that in a very non-creepy way. Just like viewing smorgasbord of quarterbacks for so long. Kirk Cousins, we were stuck with Pizza Ranch, boy. Yes, Pizza Ranch has a buffet, but my gosh, it was the same thing for how many years? Okay. So now we get to see a little something different, okay? And we get to actually have a decent backup because he who shall not be named, well, he can be named Kirk Pizza Ranch boy. Well, I can't have anybody good behind me because then I'm going to be scared. So I have to have my, what did I call him? My support backup quarterback, Sean Mannion. You know, like people that have their support animals. You know, Sean Mannion was that to Kirk Cousins in quarterback form. And who came out and said it too? I think I said this last week. Kyle Sloter, I think, confirmed it. Anyway, here's the chart, people. I'm surprised you didn't say Case Keenum. Oh, shit. JV, I should have. Damn it. You know what? Case Keenum gets a very, very fucking special honorable mention. Who can I kick out? Who can I kick out? I don't want to kick out Dante and I don't want to kick out Jared. I'm not kicking out Randy. I'm sorry, I can't. Damn it. You're right. I still need to get my Case Keenum jersey. And I wrote that down on my to-do list. Actually, well, it's becoming longer by every single day. And especially when I don't do it, it becomes longer. But that was on my to-do to order a Case Keenum jersey. Damn it. I will wear that thing loud and proud. And you know what? And I mean a Vikings Case Keenum jersey. But you know what? I was just thinking, I would sport a Bears Keenum jersey. I would. Come at me. I don't care. All right. Bears legend Jared Allen. See, that's why I need the Keenum Bears jersey. There we go. That's so funny. He just got inducted to the Vikings Hall of Fame a couple years ago. What are you talking about? And we just played this last week. He had the best entrance ever, riding a freaking horse. It looked like some sort of Mustang or like some sort of Clydesdale hybrid situation. I'm predicting Sam Howell will be underwhelming today. No, don't. We need to be werewolves today. Come on. Howl. We need to be howling. We need to be transforming here. We need to be changing shape. We need to be getting pissed. Okay. I need to get a little werewolf figurine, actually, if Sam Howell stays on the team. I've been needing to add the rest of my stuff to my shelf back here. People. And I just keep having to clean and mow my lawn. No, they're doing the seal clap. I can't. Okay, I can't. See? All right, JJ. And at the beginning of the stream today, I gave Stefon Diggs a very, very warm welcome back. Case Keenum, Stefon Diggs were your childhood. That sounds like a very good Vikings childhood. Honestly. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sam Bradford. Shout out to him. Ryan, to be fair, if I could still be sleeping when the sun comes up while on godparent duty, it's a win. Oh, for sure. You go on godparent duty today, this weekend? It's fun, though. Yeah, that's like how sleeping in for me, I mean, I've always been a morning person my whole entire life, but so I've never really slept in, to be honest. But yeah, I get up at probably by 6, between 5:30 and 6, normally 5:30, 6:30, you know. So I hear that. Not your birthday yet. Oh, good. I didn't miss it. Okay, on the 20th. Very good. Happy early. All right, we're in quarter 1 here, people. Yes, very good. Very good. I always felt and when I was in school too, and even now, I'm freaking back to school commercials. It was just the 4th of July. Let me enjoy my summer. That's what I thought as a kid, or as a young adult when I still had summers. And I still feel that way as an adult that I'm not even in school anymore. I'm let the children, let the young people have fun. My God. But, those commercials are more for the parents and planning. But, all right. So, New England is does have the ball first. I'm going to change the bottom here. I am watching my antenna, so it's a little far away, but I do have my Hulu stream up on my other monitor over here, but I'm sharing the screen right now. So yeah, I might watch that too, which is fun because the antenna is like live as can be, and then Hulu, it's like 30 seconds delayed. So if I do want to see like a little replay, I can just go back to the Hulu stream. You just tinker over here. And I forget who New England has starting too. I know we're gonna see what's his face, Drake May today. All right, so New England, it's 1st and 10. They're running the ball. They're basically already at the 50-yard line. Okay. The woman interviewing KOC might have been a Vikings hater. Who was it? Or who, you know who I'm talking about? Who was that? I should look it up. I just saw it on Twitter today, and then I didn't look into it any further. I just kind of kept scrolling. Anyway. Yep, game's on. Kickoff happened. It is on. Yeah. Have a great birthday. Very good. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. How you been? I'm happy we now have young. Yeah, me too. For real. We get a little something, right? Not the same old song and dance. And when I say dance, we literally remember that dance for years, don't we? We remember the music. Oh, what a beautiful morning, people. That is now ingrained in our brains. And I will take credit for that. I was watching Savannah Banana Ball last night too, and then I switched it over to Project Runway, so I don't even know if the Savannah Bananas won. They were playing the firefighters. I was watching Nanner Ball. John, McCarthy has got to play a full first half. Exactly. Like, I like these like bold statements and bold predictions, but you guys know me. I will believe it when I see it. Ooh, almost a Viking pick here. Very close. All right. They literally show the play for like a second and then they take it away. Oh man, that literally slipped right through number 37's hands. Thomas, who the hell is that? I'm going to be saying that all game today. Damn, that was so close though. All right, it's 2nd and 10 for New England. They're basically in Vikings territory. They're right kind of at the 50 there, but they're creeping. There's 12:57 left in the first. And they're not they're not quite in Viking territory yet. They're right on the outside. They're looking to waltz right in there. I think we got a flag happening. We got an Adam Thielen shoe. I don't know what the hell. Oh, speaking of Adam Thielen, okay. No flag. I think it was timeout. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Vikings talking about how we need to add a wide receiver, and Adam Thielen's name has been all over the place. No. Okay. If Case Keenum ever played in Green Bay, would you wear? Oh, God. Don't put that out there. Why'd you have to do that? That's a good question. No, because I would already have a Vikings Keenum jersey to be wearing at that point in time. So, no, I wouldn't need to. But for like collection purposes, I would maybe consider it. If I started to do if I started a Case Keenum shrine or something, and that being just like collecting Case Keenum jerseys or something, All right, it's 3rd and 7 for New England. That's a good question though, JV. Put me on the spot. That's okay though. They got it. They just ran themselves right into the first down there. That looked too easy. Oh, wait, it's 4th down. What? That was a 4th down. It looks like he ran right across the yellow. Let me see the replay. Oh, was the pass incomplete? Oh, it was an incomplete pass. Okay, from my angle, it looked like he caught it. All right, nice. 4th down for New England, and they are going to punt it away. Very good. All right, good. We'll take it. Ryan, I was playing Madden, and they got Moss blowing the Gallahorn, but they did him dirty as a ton of gray. Damn it. Well, I mean, have you seen him? I mean, it's a little older, right? Yeah. I hear that. I know how that goes. You guys, I have so much gray hair. It's sad. I started getting gray hair when I was really young, though. All right. Howl is coming up. So everybody turn into a werewolf. Okay. So now let's look at the chart here really quick because I have it pulled up. It is a commercial break. All right. So I'm going to zoom in. And I didn't see exactly, I think it was like 12:01 was kickoff. But see, this is one thing about the NFL when I read the charts for NFL games because the timing is so crucial when you do the predictions. So when I do like NBA, and especially when I was doing the NBA finals, shit, it was like you didn't know when the damn game was really gonna, or when tip off was really gonna happen or start, right? Or the game was really gonna start. So a lot of the time I had to wait. I'm trying to do like the planetary pregame before the game, but then the time is completely different. It changes the chart. Anyway, all that to say, at least with the NFL, they are pretty good about sticking to schedule. So if it's a noon kickoff, it's probably going to be right at noon or a couple minutes afterward. Whereas like the NBA, it was like, all right, if the game is 7:30, tip-off's probably going to be at like 7:40, but you're not quite sure. At one point in time, one of the Timberwolves games this last season, I think it was slated for like 7:40 or like 8:40 or something. It was a later game. And tip-off didn't happen until like 9:10. So it like completely changed the chart. Anyway, these are just like astrologer problems over here. But anyway, so why not? Oh, did they hire two? I thought it was just one. They hired two. That's great. I'm all for it. I already talked about it. I think it's great. Why not? Who cares? I think it's awesome. Add more. Add more. And people, again, I need to look this up. Pretty sure the sport of cheerleading was a male sport to begin with and male dominated, you know? And I mean, I was hearing on the radio earlier this week that like George W. Bush was a cheerleader and Ronald Reagan was a cheerleader too. I mean, yeah. It takes so much strength. And I love watching like gymnastics. And when they tumble, I'm so jealous of that they can like tumble and throw each other in the air and twist around. That is so cool. I don't know how they do that. That is so cool. I've always found it to be really cool. Anyway, so why not? So when is our date, Jade? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's right now, I guess. I don't date. I mean, no offense. No offense to anybody. That's a lot of time and effort. I have to mow my lawn. I have to mow my lawn. I have cleaning to do and chores to do. That's really sweet, though. I appreciate the compliment. That's very sweet. Oh, Brian. Yes, I do have a snack ready. I do have a halftime snack ready. And so I had the snack ready. And then I also looked in I went to put it in the fridge, save it for later. And then I also realized that I had another thing in my fridge that I forgot about. And I might have that as a snack instead. So there's two snack options. One, all right, everybody, it's time to transform into our werewolf selves because Sam Howell is on the field. Ooh! My dog's probably going to start running in here. No, she's not. I think she's napping in her room. She's either in her room or she's on the sofa. Okay, 1st and 10, Minnesota. I need to put the ticker on the bottom. Okay, she's on the sofa. I just cruise over. Ooh, Sam's getting out of the pocket. No! I was just going to give you applause. Damn it. I was just going to say we have a quarterback that knows how to slide, which he did very, very gracefully and very eloquently. And he got out of the pocket and he got out of trouble, but then he couldn't hang on to the damn ball. My dude, you must hang on to the ball, my friend. But I will say, it is a sight for sore eyes to see a quarterback that knows how to slide and that doesn't go face first into the turf or into the grass, I got to say. Round of applause. It is 2nd and 5 for Minnesota. They're trying to run, and they're going to get stuffed. It's going to be 3rd down again. It's 3rd down. It's always 3rd down with this team. The score is still 0-0. 9:46 in the first. That was my dude, Ty Chandler. I am still pulling for him. Ty, you can do it. One-on-one conversation here between me and you. You can do it. Okay, you have it in you. You got to stay focused. I am going to pull up the chart here, but Ryan, I'm going to keep my snack a surprise. I will give you a clue though. Both options are crunchy. Both options are crunchy. One option is cold, and one option can be eaten cold, but it does kick it up a notch if you heat it up or toast it. So those are my clues. It's fourth down for the Vikings. They didn't do shit. It's preseason, you guys. It's preseason, okay? But this is really important for a lot of players. All right. Ooh. Okay. Ryan, back to your comment here quick. And then I see JJ's after yours. But I love Dot's pretzels. But homegirl needs to make a vegan pretzel. She doesn't have a vegan variety. She's got so many flavors now. And I mean, I've had the pretzels before because I had them before I went vegan. And they're good. Okay? If they could make like a honey mustard. And I am vegan, but I will eat honey every now and again. Like organic honey. Try to do that. Damn, I do love some honey mustard pretzels. So if they could do that, like Dot. Shout out to Dot, okay? People at Dots. Maybe that should be my thing this year. Okay, maybe we should push for that. Try to do that. Dot, can you make a vegan pretzel? Okay, for your vegan friends out here. Because we want to support you. But I mean, like at the cabin, like, yeah, my mom and her significant other, they'll buy Dot's pretzels. And he'll always offer them to me. And I'm like, dude, you know that there's milk in those. But I know they're damn good. But I wish he would do a vegan version because then I would partake. Oh man, JJ, really? Oh God. Well, so are you hoping then, JJ, that, and maybe you've talked about this before. I'm sorry. I apologize if I missed it too. Shout out to you. I know you had Dustin on your channel the other day. You're doing such big things. That's awesome. That's so cool. You have all the people on. You're doing a great job. Anyway, it's like proud, watching you flourish. That's awesome. Everybody should be subscribed to JJ's channel too. If you're not subscribed, I should go pull it up here quick. I'm going to go find it. But maybe you already talked about this. Would you rather have Max Brosmer, if I can talk, as the backup for the Vikings then? Probably if you don't have much hope for Sam. Is that what you're hoping? All right. I'm going to put JJ's channel up here too. All right. Everybody, if you want to go subscribe, if you're not already, please go do so. Sam, I'm generally so done with you almost. I mean, JJ, if you're against him, I might have to stand in solidarity. I mean, I would just trust you for your word because you've watched and analyzed way more than I have. Again, I kind of feel like I've been out of the mix. Oh, Tatum, she's got a really cute pink jacket on today. It's not all about looks, but I do love some fashion. I was watching Project Runway. Shout out to Project Runway the other day. Or actually yesterday, I was watching Project Runway. There's a guy from Minnesota on there, Ethan. So shout out to Ethan. I mean, the show's not obviously being filmed currently, but so I do like some fashion. I was watching Project Runway. It's pretty good this season. If anybody used to watch, Heidi Klum is back now. No more Tim Gunn. Christian Siriano is the mentor now, and I think he does a pretty good job. I'm done with you. All right, New England's got the ball back again. Oh, wait, it wasn't a fun... Yes, this is true. So we're back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I will say that, it is a nice, pleasant surprise that we get to see a slide now from a quarterback, right? Slide feet first. Correction, not head first. Okay? So it's nice to be able to see that. All right, so it's 2nd and 2 for New England. They're kind of scattered. Was it pass? It's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd down. So we are seeing Drake May here. All right, so it has been Drake May the entire time. Finally got the shot of the back of the jersey. Because you guys know damn well that I haven't pulled up New England's roster yet, okay? I might by the time the game is over, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining, for hanging out. Appreciate it. Yes, thank you. I got to put that on the bottom. They do. They just have to do a vegan version. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, nice. Thanks, Ryan. That's awesome. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting flashbacks of another 8. No, failing on the Vikings. God, you know what? Too people. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna put the score on the bottom here finally. All right, you know what? That's not a bad point that JJ makes here. Man, if Sam could have had any other number, oh no. Damn it. And just like that, freaking New England, they're pretty much gonna score here. Let's see. First quarter. My computer is getting very warm. Okay, now they're already on the Vikings like 25. In the matter of like 3 plays, there they are. It's preseason. Who cares? That was a nice stop, though, by the Vikings defense. New England barely got back to the line of scrimmage. They may have even lost a yard. It's going to be second down. All right, so first quarter, we're still 0-0 for right now. It might change at any moment. And then I might pull up the chart if I can get to it here. I got so much going on for the Lynx game and the Liberty. See what happens there. The Lynx have just been killing it, though. I mean, they haven't played in a few days, but and playing so well without Nafisa Collier in. 2nd and 10 for New England. They are struggling. Had to get the pass out. It went out of bounds. Uh-oh. I think I might have saw a male cheerleader. Woo! Seriously, people, why do you care? What's the big deal? I think it's so cool. Why not have it be more exclusive? Like, there's men and women fans. Like, what's the deal? I don't know. I'm all about it. They should add more. Oh. All right. Here we go. First quarter. Minnesota Vikings 0. New England Patriots 0 for now. Okay, for now. It's third down. It's 3rd and 10. Here we go. New England still stuck on the 25, maybe about 26. It's 3rd and 10. Oh, they see, they are able to run the ball and get a first down. Okay. Ran right up the middle. All right. Like a freaking gondola going right down a canal. Whee, let's go. It's about to be 7-0. And shit, if I was New England, I would go for 2 points. Why not? Why not? They're Richards for playing the ones against the Vikings backups. I mean, whatever, right? Oh, they're running again. But, you know, whatever makes them feel better, right, Ryan? Whatever makes them feel better. Like, fine, if you guys want to do that, whatever makes you guys feel better. All right, so let's look at this chart here quick. Well, not quick, but I'm finally going to take a look at it. So now this is my first NFL chart this season. And I had been reading NFL chart, or I'd been doing the NBA charts and the WNBA charts, basketball, basically. And when I have been doing those here as of late for the last few months here, it's 2nd and 3 for New England. They are going to lose a yard, if not lose a couple. All right, that was a nice stop by the Vikings defense there. New England tried to run it. Not going to work. Not going to work. I think they lost a yard, or they might have gotten back to the yard of scrimmage there, line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down. 4 minutes about left in the first. Let's see. It's 3rd and 4 for New England. They're at the 10. At the 8, excuse me. Oh, they're trying to run it. Damn it! And they scored. I knew that was only going to be a matter of time. That was only going to be a matter of time. Right? Good for them. Not. But again, to Ryan's point, like, you guys are playing your starters. We're not. So, I mean, that's cool. If you want to make yourselves feel better, go ahead. But yeah, New England scored. They ran in. Number 32 for New England. And it is currently 6-0. They should go for 2 points. Why not? If you guys are already being dickheads, again, Richards, why not? Go for 2. They're going for the PAT. Man, it's 7-0. New England's up. And shoot, I think everybody in Minnesota right now is out like enjoying the last little bit of summer here. Okay, because there are not a lot of people in the stands. Like I said, Minnesota Renaissance Festival started today. The Lynx are playing at 1:00 at the Target Center. And yeah, it's still, technically summer. So people are probably at the cabin. So there's not very many people at the Vikings game today. All right. Okay. So I basically, since this is the NFL chart, like I don't know now if I should be reading NFL and NBA charts the same way, because I did notice like a little bit different, like there was more consistency when I was reading the NBA charts, kind of like the opposite way that I had been reading NFL charts basically. So now I'm just wondering if I should continue kind of like doing that experiment of now this season for the NFL, reading the charts opposite than I used to see if that is more accurate to kind of continue on, or if there is actually a difference between, reading charts when you're looking at different sports. Because that's why I initially changed how I was reading charts when I was looking at the NBA charts, because I noticed that when I gave the home team and the away team like different ownership, basically I noticed a difference or more accuracy when I was reading a different way for the NBA than I read for the NFL. But so I'm just wondering if I should kind of keep that like difference, or if I should read starting the NFL charts how I have been doing the NBA. I'm not quite sure yet. I guess I haven't really. I mean, I could just like, since it is preseason too, I could like maybe do an experiment the next 2 weeks. Like I could read this week's chart in the style the NBA, how I'd been doing the NBA and the WNBA charts this summer. And then maybe next week I can do the final preseason game the old way, or how I've been doing the NFL charts past, and see, what's right and what's wrong. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I just decided. I don't know. These are astrologer things. But the planets, they move in patterns. So it's like you're looking for the pattern. And that's how I noticed that I was like, oh, wait, there is a little bit more difference. And I am getting like more accurate reading when I read the NBA charts this way, as opposed to how I've been reading them for the NFL. I hope that makes sense. But all right. So Vikings offense are going to take the field here, going to get the ball back. And then back to the wide receiver controversy for the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, if they want to bring Adam Thielen back, fine, whatever. But if I had my choice, I think Amari Cooper is available. I think I would take going after Amari Cooper over Adam Thielen. Just my own personal opinion. I think Amari Cooper is a better wide receiver. I think Adam Thielen was a very, very good wide receiver, and I still think he does have gas in the tank. But it's just kind of like, and Minnesotan people, they love that nostalgia. They love that, bring him home. He's from Minnesota, from Detroit Lakes, blah, blah, blah. We get it. But, if I had my choice, and I think Amari Cooper is available. I think. I could be wrong. But anyway, so that's just my 2 cents. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they might not even bring anyone in. But if they're already like that concerned, they being the Vikings, Howell's in trouble. He's got to transform. He just throws it up in the air. He just lobbed it. Dude, you can't be doing that. Oh no. He totally transformed. He threw it up in the air like he just didn't care, and the Patriots snagged it out of the sky. All right, so that's going to be a Vikings turnover. Yeah, we gotta trust JJ's analysis here. I mean, Sam Howell did get like tackled at the knee or at the ankle when he was throwing that ball, but dude, I mean, I let me see if he was trying to throw it away or actually like throw it to somebody. it was like halvesies. He saw a purple jersey and he just decided to kind of throw it over there and it didn't work. So, damn. All right. Well, the werewolf needs to be put back in the cage. All right. Sam Howell, you go back. All right. They snatched him up. He's been transformed actually back into a human, let's just say. And yeah, he's Sam Howell. He threw that away. He has been found. You know where they find people when they after they transform back into a human. You know, from a werewolf, and they're in like tattered clothes and they're all like discombobulated. Shit. All right. So it's 2nd and 9 for New England, and they're trying to be on a little bit of a roll right now. That pass is going to be completed for a first down, I believe. Let me see the replay. I am kind of viewing from afar. Did he catch that? Wow. I will say kudos because that pass was like back here. All right. All right. So I'm going to read this chart how I would read like NBA, which is different than how I've been reading NFL. But again, I'm going to do that this week. And then next week, I'm going to read it how I've been reading the NFL charts. And then I'm going to see what, how it pans out. So New England's, they're feeling themselves right now. They're feeling themselves. The Vikings defense is tuckered out. Okay. And we're not even in the second quarter. There is a flag on the field. So I am going to give ownership to the Vikings to the 7th house here because they're hosting. So for today, how I'm reading this here for the Vikings is that they are going to be ruled by Mars. All right. So Mars is the Vikings today, and Mars is at 6 degrees of Libra. All right. Mars is actually getting good communication from the moon. Eventually, it will be after this game. All right, but I do like that. One thing for the Vikings that I don't like for them, which we're kind of seeing play out here, we're kind of, I'm reading the chart late. I like to do this before kickoff. It's 1st and goal for New England now, but with the Vikings being Mars today, Mars is opposing Saturn, and Saturn is older people, and their opposition, that being the New England Patriots, they're starting their older players. They're starting their starters. Saturn rules older people. So right there, it's like, okay, well, the Vikings themselves, they have to deal with that. They're opposing one another. They're going off. So that's very, very like fitting of what is happening today. And the moon, she's at 0 degrees of Gemini at the start of this game. The very first interaction that the moon is making is a sextile, this thick blue line to Saturn. And for New England, Saturn is ruling where they're from, their home, their roots. So obviously, like that kind of coincides with New England playing their starters today. They're going with like their roots, their old standbys, their literal starters, their older players here that have more experience. So right there, a little bit of trepidation for the Vikings. And now it's 3rd and goal for New England. They're looking to go up 14-0 here. New England trying to run it in, and that's not going to work. So nice job by the Vikings defense there with the stop. So it's going to be 4th and goal. All right. So for the Vikings, they are getting some support here. I did talk about this a little bit earlier with Mars being the Vikings. Mars is getting good energy from Mercury. Mercury is our communication planet. Mercury rules Gemini. Kevin O'Connell is a Gemini, the head coach. So it's like he's probably going to have good communication with his players today. And then Pluto is also, Mars, is in a loose trine, which is the best communication that 2 planets can have with one another. And Pluto rules like transformation, like deep-rooted things, but that is separating, so that's not as strong. And then for the Vikings, how they play their game today is going to be ruled by Mercury, because that's house number 5 in astrology. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mars is just slightly out of the 5th house. So that shows me that like the Vikings, like they're in this game today, but it's almost like they're just kind of slightly out of it. Just a little bit. Like they're right there. Like that actually would look to me how things played out earlier in the week. How the Vikings were kind of like dominating during practice, during the scrimmage, but then now the actual game, they've kind of like moved past that, like in a sense here. So New England is going for it here on 4th and goal. Let's see if they get it. Looks like pass to the end zone. It is incomplete. So nice job there by the Vikings defense. They're able to hold New England to scoring nothing. So nice try, New England. The score does say stay 7-0. New England is up. And then let's see. For the Vikings, and then I'm going to switch over to New England here really quick. So they do have, let's see, Pluto right next to their 10th house. The 10th house is your career, how you show up to the public. So for the Vikings, they do have Pluto again, the planet of transformation, of like deep-rooted things, secrets. Pluto is retrograde right now, so it's moving in a way that it doesn't normally move. So it's kind of like reassessing some things. So that could kind of, maybe Kevin O'Connell, maybe the Vikings had to reassess a little bit today, hearing that New England was in fact going to start their starters, maybe a little bit there. But Pluto is getting support from the moon too. And the 10th house for the Vikings, again, their career, their public image, ruled by Aquarius. Saturn traditionally rules Aquarius. And that's one thing that I already did talk about, is that Mars is opposing Saturn, this thick line here. So we're already kind of seeing that a little bit today. Like the Vikings, yes, they just made a stop here. That was good, but they're still not winning, right? They're still down. They're down 7-0. Sam Howell throwing the interception just now. So it's kind of like they're not having the best like public show out today. That also would, the Saturn and Mars opposition would also show, the moon supporting Saturn. Saturn is kind of desolate. It's kind of slow. The moon co-rules the people. So there's not very many people at the stadium today either. Like it's not very full, not a lot of people there. There's some people there. And for those that are there, they are going to be supportive, but like a lot of Minnesotans out doing other things, right? So we're kind of seeing that a little bit. So already kind of come to fruition here for the Vikings. And another thing for Minnesota that I find to be a little bit challenging for them today is that they have Chiron, an asteroid. It's a wounded healer. They have that right near their ascendant, or like their physical body, like themselves, the Vikings as a physical team. They are dealing with Chiron, which again, the wounded healer. And kind of see that with like Sam Howell kind of sliding, but he didn't hang on to the ball. All right, he was getting tackled. He threw it away. It's just like, so they're kind of dealing with that. And then on the flip side, for New England, they are ruled by Venus today. And Venus is in the sign of Cancer. Venus feels very, very much at home in the home sign of Cancer. Venus is also right next to Jupiter. So Venus is the lesser benefic planet in astrology. Jupiter is the greater benefic in astrology. So right there, I already see like the two benefic planets. And when I've seen in the past, when one of the benefic planets rules the team and the other benefic planet comes into play, it is very, very hard for that team to lose because they are getting that support from the two benefic planets. And then not to mention that New England, their 5th house of how they play their game today, lands in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter traditionally. So what is Jupiter doing? It is supporting Venus right there. Venus is moving a little bit away. So, but that's still there. But one thing that, another good thing for New England is Neptune is the co-ruler, is the modern day ruler of Pisces. Neptune is right in New England's 5th house. Saturn, though, which can bring delays, blockages, is in New England's 5th house of their game. So things might start to slow down maybe a little bit for New England here, but that would also make sense because Saturn, again, rules things that are established. It rules older people. The New England Patriots put their ones in today. They put their established players in today. So that kind of lines up. And then another thing for New England is that their 10th house of how they show out today to the public is ruled by Leo. We are in Leo season. It is a very flashy sign. It is ruled by the sun, and the sun is in Leo right now. It is in New England's 10th house. They are showing out on a public level. A lot of eyes on them right now. A lot of eyes on like Drake May. They are New England's dealing with Mercury opposing Pluto. Mercury, the communication planet. Pluto will transform. So they could face a little bit of difficulty from the Vikings here. And that could potentially take place here. Maybe when Max Brosmer goes in, maybe when Sam Howell goes out. But I would say it could be like a toss of the hat today. But if I did have to just make a pick right now, which I'm going to do, it does look like, it actually does look like the Vikings do have a fair chance at coming back and winning this game today. I'm going to come back to the chat here really quick. I forbid each and every Vikings player from wearing the number 8. That's hilarious. I know, me too. I'm with you, JJ, on that. I'm with you. No more number 8s. And you know what's funny is the 8 is the number of money, actually, or one of the numbers that has to do with transformation and money. The number 28, actually, in numerology is very associated with money and with riches. But the number 8 is also associated with it. But what the number 8 is also associated with is the sign of Scorpio, and also Pluto, which is death, rebirth, transformation. So yeah. And which is funny that I've been saying that Howell is like a werewolf, right? And he's wearing the number 8, which is associated with transformation. We see how it all works out. But yeah, nobody else. Kirk Cousins already put his stain, Pizza Ranch stain in grease on that. Okay, even though Kirk Cousins himself, I don't think he would ever have a grease stain on his clothing. He just does, he seems too neat and tidy for that. All right, are we serious? I'm gonna go turn my ceiling fan on. Is it freaking 3rd down again for this team? I'm sick of this team already. It's only preseason. All right, hold on. I gotta turn my fan on. Okay, it's 3rd down, you guys. It's 3rd and 11. I'm disgusted. They're at the freaking 19. They're on their own 19. Oh no, Sam's in trouble. He's running, you guys. Okay, I can't right now. I can. It's only preseason. But it's 4th down, you guys. He didn't get it, so goodbye. I think it's time to put Sam on the bench. Okay, because he tried to run it, you guys. Okay, he tried to run for the 1st down and he didn't get it. He ran out of bounds, so he's skedaddled out of trouble. But you're short of the 1st down. They're gonna punt. All right, so let me come back here. Throw the ball in the air, throw it like you just don't care. Exactly, that's what he did. We can laugh about it now. Oh man, there's a flag. There's a kerfuffle. Okay, we got a kerfuff happening here, people. We got a kerfuffle, and there's an Adam Thielen shoe. Dad looks pissed. Dad looks upset. Where's Stefon Diggs? Why haven't they shown him? Because he's not playing, but all right. When I say dad, hey, the bots are here. Hi, guys. Love it. I always think the bots. Since you asked earlier, I'm doing great. Oh, that's good, Ryan. Yeah, I'm always wondering how you're doing. Hope things are good. We had movie night. They wanted to watch Superman, and despite my protest, we gave it. Well, that's very nice of you. Was this the new one? Tonight we were taking them to Below Zero Wrestling. Oh, nice. That'll be fun. I'm coming to you live from Swing Barrel Brewing in Moorhead. Oh, really? Swing Barrel Brewing. Where is that? You know what? I'm going to be in your neck of the woods, Ryan. I think I'm going to play pickleball tomorrow in Moorhead. I think. We'll see. I'm waiting to see if the plans are going to be happening, if there's enough pickle people available. But I think I'm going to be in your neck of the woods tomorrow. I think. Maybe. We'll see. I'm still waiting to hear. But that's cool. What are you sipping on? Are you there with your better half, your significant other? Are you hanging out on your own? Are you there with your dad? Who are you with? Man, too bad it wasn't tomorrow. Seriously, I'd be in your neck of the woods. I could stream from there. They probably wouldn't like that though, actually. I think you need to get like permission. All right. Thank you again to the bots. I always have to say thanks to the bots. Thanks, guys. Pizza Ranch Boy ripped us off with money. Exactly, Ryan. I know. Ryan, you were there. You've been here. You've been around. You've been here. You have been here through all the da-da. You know. We all had to suffer through it. But it's memories, right, you guys? It's memories, all right, that we all have together. That's funny. It is. Yes, it is. And that's, I really want to try to learn Vedic astrology too. I've been saying this, talking about it, but because Vedic astrology, I do Western astrology now, but like Eastern or Vedic astrology can be a lot more like accurate when it comes to like timing and, predicting things, and obviously with the timing. And yeah, I would really like to learn that, but it's like learning a whole new system. Is like you'll have to like almost like rewire your brain, because even the chart itself looks different. It's more like a square, and like the houses are like boxes. And I don't know how to read a Vedic chart, but I really would like to learn that system someday. We have to wait until the second half to bring in our undrafted player. Yeah, we'll see. I think we are in the second quarter now, so I probably should switch it up. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we are in the second quarter here, people. All right. New England has the ball back again. They got it out very, very quickly because the Vikings were on their ass. But they got about 5-6 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, something like that. All right. And New England is up again, 7-0. Ryan, it's across the street from Mick's office, Big Shop. I don't know any of those. No, after the debacle of 2024, watching the Lions Vikings game, they're forbid from watching a game with me. That's funny. All right. Oh, man, we got a little Butterfinger action here on the New England Patriots side. All right, we like to see it. So it's going to be 3rd down for New England. It's going to be 3rd and 5. All right. Looks like Richter was after him here. They're showing on the boob tube. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know where any of those things are. I'm really bad with like, I know like the Dairy Queen. If you could tell me, that's like the only marker I know. Like the main marker I know is the Dairy Queen, the original Dairy Queen. Okay, there's a flag. It is 3rd down. The pass was complete. This is for New England. But there's some sort of Adam Thielen shoe situation going on here. All right, let's see. Now, back to this chart here really quickly. Venus and Jupiter are together. Let's see. Jupiter and Mars are not doing anything. Jupiter and the Sun, they're not doing anything. Mars, let's see. Mars and Mercury. You know, I feel like the Vikings can come back and win this game. Again, I'm doing an experiment here, so I'm kind of giving like ownership to the two teams the opposite way than I normally would. Let's see. Mars and Venus, they're not doing anything. Let's see. All right. I want to watch this play here. It's 2nd and 2? I thought it was 3rd down. What the hell? Too much stuff going on here. Too much stuff going on. I would say that the Vikings do have a chance to come back in this game today and make it pretty close. Maybe like a 1-point victory or a 1-point victory margin, something like that. The only thing that does make me a little weary of saying that New England is not going to get the win is just because of the two benefic planets, Venus and Jupiter, really supporting New England today. It's 3rd down for New England. It's 3rd and 2. Wow, they're slinging it down the field. I don't know if that was caught. I don't know if he was inbounds. What the hell? It looks like he was out. It's going to be 4th down. I would say that's an A for effort on the throw. Oh, it's not Drake May anymore. They got their, okay, who's their, God, who's the kid? They were talking about him earlier. Number 11 for New England. This would be a perfect time for me to pull up their roster. Okay, it looks like they're going to go for it, people. Nope, they're punting. All right, 4th and 2. Let's see here. So probably Brosmer's going to come in the second half, right? Like we were probably confident in that he's going to be coming out. Oh no, shit! They're going for a field goal. Damn! Are you kidding me? Did they actually go for that field goal? Dad looks pissed. Why would he be pissed? Did they block it? I don't even know what just happened there. Let me go to Hulu and see what the replay says. Did they block it? They must have blocked it. Okay, I'm looking at the replay. Thank you, Hulu, for coming in clutch with a little bit closer view. All right, so they did go for the field goal. Let's see what happened here. Oh, he just missed it. Oh, it was wide left. No, that was nowhere near anywhere. That was nowhere near. I don't know where he was kicking that to. He was kicking that to Wisconsin, I think, Green Bay or something. All right, he kicked that over to the Evil to the East territory. So the stadium does look a little bit more full. Okay, now that I have a deeper view. Oh my God, is this Josh Dobbs? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes. I was born there. We lived there until I was like 5. Or no, maybe like 6. Yeah. We used to go to to that Dairy Queen. I used to go there when I was really young. This was many, many years ago, obviously. But yeah, so that is like the one place that because it's in the same spot, so that I am familiar with. I know where that is. It's by like the train tracks over there. So yeah, I do know where that is. I've been there a few times. It was down the road from it. Oh, okay. Okay, right on. Very good. Nice. Okay, thanks, JJ. Thank you. Yes, that is right. I knew that we were going to see some Josh Dobbs here. Nice. I always liked him too. Thanks again to the bots. All right. Very good. Okay, nice. And, good for Josh Dobbs. I just and that's where the Minnesota, the Midwest in me will definitely show up, because I will if you have any affiliation with Minnesota and you do well in a sport, I will support you. Case Keenum, right? There we go. Stefon Diggs, I will still support. Sam Darnold, hello. So, I mean, when Randy Moss went to the Raiders, what did I immediately do? I went out and got an Oakland Raiders sweatshirt. So, all right, we're back. All right. Are we seeing a different quarterback now for Minnesota? I think we might be. I'm going to have to see when Hulu pops up here because I got my antenna, but again, it's in the living room, so it's a little farther away. Who the hell is this? Rypian? Who are you? Where's our Brosmer at? Was this the plan all along? All right, Brett. Rypian? Am I saying that right? JJ, are you still in the chat? Can you correct me? All right. The werewolf is on the sideline. Maybe they took him out early. That's Uranus coming in here to play. I think. Was this not planned? I don't think this was planned. Maybe they didn't expect Sam Howell to transform back into a human after his werewolfness. All right. And they're playing it safe. They're going to hand the ball off. All right. So it was 1st and 8, but then my antenna shows me that Vikings, a short little pass. Good for a first down, and the Vikings have waltzed themselves into Patriot territory. Howell definitely looks like he's back to his human form. He looks a little disappointed. I'd probably be a little disappointed too. I mean, it'll happen, man. Hope for the best, all right? But it looks like, I don't know. He's probably got a lot of emotions going on because who knows? I mean, that could be like the end. Like, he might not get another opportunity. I mean, who knows? So, yeah, it's probably a lot going on. Vikings 1st and 10. They're running the ball again, and they're going to get stuffed. They got about like 3 yards or so. And, man, they are really just focusing the camera and the energy on Mr. Werewolf over there. Thanks again to the bots. It's Wade Wilson. No, I don't mean Deadpool. I never saw it. I never saw Deadpool. Is that the character's name? All right. Okay, let me get... Oh, that was Scott. Is it Xavier Scott, I think is his name? See, people, I think I'm starting to learn now. All right. So I think it's going to be 3rd down again for the Vikings. Oh, they got the 1st down. Yes. Can I do my best Kip from Napoleon Dynamite? Yes. All right. Rippin'. Nice. Thank you. Very good. I knew you'd know. Thank you. I can always count on you, JJ. Appreciate you. All right. Oh, man. I feel bad for Sam Howell. He is he's trying to crack a smile. He really is, but ripping it up. He's got a perfect football name too, doesn't he? Man, I don't know. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Another 1st down here. I mean, I'm doing past, present, future here. I got the past over here. I got the future over here, and then present is me. So maybe I should do this for every game. All right, the Vikings are now on the Patriots 20. They're moving on up. There was a flag, I guess, a false start on Minnesota, but that has come to pass already. Rippin'. Brett be ripping it up. All right. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Dad looked disappointed with that flag, but it'll happen. And you know what? If we're talking numerology, he's wearing the number 11. Who else used to wear number 11? Dante Culpepper. And 11 is a master number in numerology. It's very spiritual, very intuitive. But if you add the 1 and 1 together, you get 2. There's duality with 2s. All right, 2nd and 6 for Minnesota. They're on the Patriots, I would say 18, 16, 17, something like that. They're going to fall down, and it might be good enough for a 1st down. We will see. Let's see where they mark it. Oh, they're going to mark them short. Stop. It's going to be 3rd down again. It's going to be 3rd down, a.k.a. I have to mow my lawn again. I think I might be able to mow my lawn later today. If it stays sunny outside, it's been freaking rainy. It's been like 100% humidity up in here. Always mowing my lawn. Always like, can I mow my lawn? It's getting too long. Oh, they're going to bring the chains out. Let's make it official. Okay, let's go. Okay, you guys, come on now. Kevin O'Connell, Dad's watching. They're looking at the replay. All right, thanks again to the bots. I don't feel bad for Howell. He played stupid games and won stupid prizes. That's funny. He got himself stuck in the claw machine, didn't he? Yeah. Well, that's the choices you have to make when you decide to be a werewolf, okay? JJ, I don't really trust anyone besides JJ McCarthy at quarterback. Oh, God. Really? I mean, I don't even fully trust him. We got to have somebody back there. I don't know. Yeah, we got to have somebody. All right, it's third down. It took him long enough to come to that conclusion. I mean, all right, whatever. It's third down, people. It's 3rd and 1. The Vikings are inside the 10. Or wait, excuse me, they're at the 11. Otherwise, it'd be 1st and goal. Okay, it's 3rd and 1. Vikings are at the 11. Let's see what they can do. Oh, gosh. Ah, no! They had to throw it away. That's not going to work, okay? They spun around, spinning around. I don't know what they were trying to do. We don't need another virtual measurement. We already knew. Oh, are they saying it should have been a 1st down? Should that have been a 1st down and those losers said it was a 3rd down? Dumb. Oh, it was short. Okay, never mind. All right, I'm getting the replay. It is 4th and 1. The Vikings are going for it here. We got the 3rd and 1 over here, and we got the 4th and 1 over here. Seriously, it's past, present, future. Everything happening at the same time. 4th and 1, they're going for it. Ah! They're going for the end zone, and the throw is long. No, it's not going to work. Okay? Number 89 was the intended target. No. Yeah, no. No. Okay? Not working. Vikings, can we score some points here? And here's the thing that really just kind of makes me question, it makes me a little annoyed, is so last week when the Vikings had their second 4th down and at like the 15-yard line, right after completing a 4th down at the 50, Kevin O'Connell decided, no, we're going to kick the field goal there. Instead of letting J.J. McCarthy try to get it on a 1st and short on like the 15, okay, whatever. I thought that was weird. And then now today, you got Rippon in there. You're down 7-0. Okay, why not then try to put some points on the board? Why are you now going to try to go for it on 1st down or 4th down? Excuse me. Why aren't you trying to kick field goals here? You just don't care or what? You want to see more? I don't see that. To me, I'm just like, whatever. I mean, again, it's preseason, but it's like you practice, you play how you practice type of thing, right? I don't know. Yeah, you do. I call JJ McCarthy the Holy Spirit of the NFL. I could see it. He does have that vibe, doesn't he? I could see it. Yeah, that's funny. All right. Well, you know what, too, JJ, that's funny that you mentioned that, because last week I was talking about how McCarthy is like he needs to be in a bubble, like the Pope Mobile. So it's like the McCarthy Mobile. It's like this invisible bubble that we have to protect him, right? You know how the Pope goes around in that like bubble. Like protect him. So it's funny you call him the Holy Spirit. And I was talking about how he needs his own Pope Mobile bubble. It's known as the McCarthy Mobile now. That's funny. That's hilarious. All right. Tom Brady is the God. Jaden Daniels is football Jesus. And JJ McCarthy is the football Holy Spirit. All right. Can I call him the ghost, the Holy Ghost, or are we going with Spirit? That's fine. I like it. I think it fits. There you go. Oh, that's funny. I like it. There you go. You got the Holy Trinity there. All right. So after that nothingness, okay, I feel like I need my like halftime secret snack early here. I need something to keep me involved, invested in this game. Okay. Thanks again to the bots. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. All right, there's Brosmer. When are we going to see him? This game is going as slow as molasses, I swear. But I appreciate everybody hanging out, for sure. Otherwise, it'd be boring as hell. Let me go back to the chart without you guys. I'm trying to see who has, like, the most positives and negatives here. I mean, I do see some good stuff for the Vikings here, like, eventually getting it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Because it's like the moon is in the Vikings' second house, which is like their gains, their money, their earnings. The moon is going to be conjunct Uranus. The moon is sextiling or in very good conversation with Saturn. Saturn represents the Vikings' 10th house of their career, their public image today. Uranus is also the co-ruler of that. Uranus is a little bit surprising. Saturn is kind of like the slow climb to the top. So we could be seeing something maybe in like the second half today where the Vikings potentially do come away with it here. The Vikings, again, they are dealing with the wounded healer, Chiron, on their ascendant. That is challenging. They're dealing with the opposition from Saturn, which is New England's older players, their starters, their established players. And Mars opposing Saturn. Mars is the Vikings today. Mars is fast energy. Saturn is slow. So it's taking the Vikings a little bit to get in the swing of it today. And for the Vikings, their 5th house of how they play their game today is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is really in good communication with Mars. So as the game progresses today, we could maybe see a little bit more communication going on between maybe Kevin O'Connell and the team, the players, the Vikings players just in general, maybe kind of aligning a little bit more, maybe a little bit more communicative, kind of things getting rolling a little bit here. And but for the Vikings too, they are dealing with this Mercury, how they communicate, how they talk, opposition from Pluto. Pluto can kind of destroy, it can transform things, and Pluto is right next to the Vikings, their career, how they are showing out today. So it is a little bit, it kind of makes sense how I was saying, like the game is kind of slow. It kind of feels like it's taken a while. Like, what's really happening? I'm trying to stay invested here. These are all kind of like Saturn themes too. And that Mars, our energy action, opposing Saturn, which will slow things down. So it's like, from my perspective, it's like, okay, we want to watch a game. We're watching a game here. We're trying to see some action, but it's kind of like push and pull is like slow. It's like we're still in the second quarter. It's 7-0. We're waiting for something. Okay, blah blah blah. Anyway. Right? And now, there we go. More proof. I just want this to have to. Me too. I do think that once we get into the second half here, it will look a little better for the Vikings. And I do think for New England, it will kind of start to slow things down a little bit for them. But the Vikings, I think if they can communicate a little bit better here, keep the communication going, and one of the main communicators for the team in general, especially for the offense, is the quarterback. So we can get a quarterback in there that kind of, communicate a little better, maybe feeling a little bit more confident, kind of get some stuff going here. And, with the moon being right next to Uranus too. Uranus is young, vivacious energy. It's unexpected. Max Brosmer is a rookie, right? That's young energy. We're not really sure, how he's going to perform completely in an NFL game, even though it is preseason. It's not college. It's a little bit different. Ooh, this is a long first down for New England. Okay. And now, speaking of, let's go back to them here in regard to the chart. So, but the biggest negative for the Vikings, before I completely turn over, is this Mars and Saturn opposition. I really don't like that for Minnesota. I feel like that is really challenging. They are getting support from the moon, but it's like it's going to come later. Now, if we can go back to New England, how I mentioned earlier, New England is ruled by Venus today. Venus is the lesser benefic. She's a good planet. She usually brings blessings, okay? And that is the ruler of New England today. Venus is in the sign of Cancer. Venus likes being in the sign of Cancer. She feels very comfortable. She feels very at home there. And right next to Venus is Jupiter, the greater benefic planet. So yes, Venus is moving away from Jupiter, but they're still very close together. Jupiter will often bring blessings. It will expand things. It tends to kind of blow things up. It can get very philosophical. It can get, like there's a lot going on. So it will kind of like whatever Jupiter touches, it will kind of expand that energy. Now, while Venus is moving away, Venus is still getting support from Jupiter, which is good for New England. Jupiter does rule New England's fifth house of how they play their game today. But, for New England, they do have Saturn in their fifth house, which again, as the game continues, can kind of slow them down a little bit. But the one thing that I think is going to help New England in the end today is the fact that the moon is supporting Saturn, which is in their fifth house of their game. New England, it's really hard for me to pick against a team that has the support from both benefic planets. We'll see how it pans out today. And again, I'm reading the chart opposite how I did all the NFL games last year, just to see how it works out. I'm reading it how I've been doing the NBA charts to see if there's a difference. And then for next week's preseason game, I'm going to go back to how the other way that I was reading the NFL charts just to see if there's like a difference. So I am going to choose New England to win this game today, just because, again, it's really hard for me to pick against a team that has the support of Venus and Jupiter. Now, I'm reading this flipped and, again, opposite, so we shall see. And that's what's great about the astrology when I do the chart predictions and the readings is I get an answer, right? I can go back and check the work. So while I can see some good things for the Vikings to come back, and honestly, if the Vikings do end up coming back and potentially winning this game today, I could see I could definitely see reasons to support that. Okay. They have the moon supporting them. They have Mercury, and Mars rules, the Vikings today supporting each other. But I just can't pick against that Venus-Jupiter combination for New England today. And then another kind of like, this is a little bit tough for the Vikings is, yes, they are ruled by Mars. Mars does support sport energy and sporting events. And it does do well in the sixth house. But Mars being in Libra, Mars is in the sign of its detriment. But Mars does not feel comfortable in the sign of Libra. So with all of that, I am going to pick New England to win the game today. But again, if the Vikings come back, I would expect them to score some points. I mean, I would be actually surprised if the Vikings don't score any points today. But I am going to pick New England to win. But with all that being said, if the Vikings do come back and win, I could see some things that could support that. But eventually I kind of just have to make a decision and, that kind of like the pros and cons, like the overriding things. And again, that is the two benefic planet combination today that is supporting New England, is what is supporting my decision. But we'll see what happens. And then I will come back and check the chart. But anyway, so I'm going to stop sharing for now. I might come back to it later. And man, seriously, I have to check the humidity rate up in here because the game is it is dragging. It really is. And for all of that, all of us to be feeling that energy, it's moon, which is co-rules the people, sextiling, which is good communication, to Saturn. And Saturn, again, will slow things down. It will slow things down. So we're all kind of like, okay, is this game happening? Are we going here? Let's keep it moving. But another thing too is the moon moves really, really quickly. So that's kind of why I was saying, like, after a little bit of time here, eventually the moon is going to move closer to Uranus, which is that spontaneity, that like unpredictable energy, so we might start to like, I could see the second half maybe going a little quicker, especially maybe like the fourth quarter. So because the moon moves quickly, so kind of getting away a little bit from Saturn, but still being there. All right. So New England is looking to score again. I guess I didn't do a point spread either. Let's see. Back to the point. Let me come back to the chat here and catch up on that. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. It's so slow. It's like molasses over here. It's like, can we get to the halftime so I can have my snack? Okay. They did. Yeah, they did, Ryan. So we're going to get it second half. So that's good. Yeah. Yes, yes. How about the underwhelming? I know. What the hell? I was expecting this werewolf energy. Okay. And we got the after effect, again, with the tattered clothes when, you find somebody that has transformed back into a human, like in an alleyway. That's Sam Howell right now, that he got like completely obliterated. He was out doing his werewolf stuff and he can't remember what happened. He was flinging the ball in the air like he just didn't care. There's another Adam Thielen shoe. All right, we got a false start on New England. Back it up, bitches. All right, it's going to be like 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11, something like that. All right, that's funny. Aunt Jade, you can call McCarthy the Holy Ghost as long as he doesn't start seeing ghosts because of it. Okay, good. I'm glad I have your permission. I will call him. I'll call him the Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost. I like that. As a note to you, I like that. What you did with it at 2nd and 9. I've been calling him John Boy too, which is a reference to the Waltons. Which is, if you have heard of the Waltons, JJ, I commend you because that show was on in the 60s when they all said goodnight to each other. And then the last one, good night, John Boy. Or maybe he was the first one. I think he's the last one. I still have to find that sound clip. Good night, John Boy. But anyway, that's why I've been calling JJ McCarthy John Boy, because of the Waltons. And that's what I'm going to keep calling him. But I like your nickname for him too. We all have to have our little nicknames, right? All right, it's 3rd down for New England. It is 3rd and 9, people. They're on the Vikings 12. No! Pass completed. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, and then he falls in the end zone, and the New England Patriots just scored again. That was like 3 or 4 missed tackles on that. It definitely could have been short. Okay, and they definitely could have kept him out of the end zone. But yeah. Was that Josh Dobbs? Was that the astronaut? Good for him. I think Josh Dobbs is an Aquarius too, if I remember correctly. I could double check on that. Let me look. Yeah. Let's see here. Yep, he's an Aquarius. So Josh Dobbs is getting the support too, because Josh Dobbs is an Aquarius, and Uranus, the modern ruler of Aquarius, is right next to the moon today. So yeah, we could see Josh Dobbs having a big game today too. So Vikings are now down 14-0. Okay. Yeah. So, anywho's. Okay, good. The Holy Spirit is with us. I like that though. We need the support. All right, it's almost halftime, people. We're almost there. We're under 2 minutes. I feel sorry for the fans in the stadium. Seriously. They could probably go down and they could just waltz on down to Target Center and watch the Lynx. Ooh, I should pull up. And nowhere I thought that the Minnesota Lynx would be on TV today. At least the TV that I could watch. No. Minnesota Lynx are up 10-4. Let's see. You can watch on Fubo, Paramount Plus, or YouTube TV. Let's see. I was going to pull up the Lynx birth chart too. And actually, I can use the same chart because they're both playing. The Lynx and the Vikings are playing in Minneapolis. So let me move the start time over to 1 o'clock Minneapolis because the Lynx are hosting the Liberty in Minneapolis. Is it going to let me watch live? All right. Vikings, I think, are back on the field. There's 4:33 left in the first quarter for the Lynx and the Liberty. Man, the Lynx have just been dominating. They're 27-5. The Liberty are pretty good too, 21-12. The Lynx have beat them though the last 2 games, I think. And again, all of this stuff without Nafisa Collier. So, all right. So I think we're getting a little Brosmer action in here. They were showing some clips, some Gopher clips here. And it's like, dude, why not keep ripping in for the rest of the second? Oh, okay, they are. All right. He's just on the sideline. He's just getting ready. I'm getting the cart before the horse here, people. I need to cool it. All right. Cool it. Alrighty, let me come back. But hopefully the people at the stadium have a good snack and something good to drink, right? Hi, Rico. Saturn on a Saturday. Exactly. Yep. Saturn rules Saturdays. Also, that's why I'm wearing a little black today, because Saturn rules or is associated with black, and Saturn does rule Saturdays, people. Mm-hmm. And Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. Josh Dobbs being an Aquarius, probably going to play well on a Saturday, on a Saturn day. And, if you think about it too, normally NFL games are played on Sundays, right? And the sun rules Sundays, and the sun rules Leos. So a lot of times those Leos, especially like Kirk Cousins, he's a Leo. Adam Thielen's actually a Leo. Tom Brady is a Leo. They play their games predominantly on Sunday during the sun hour, during Leo hour, or excuse me, the sun hour, sun rules Leo. So you could really go in like a deep dive there. Just thinking about that, like just taking Tom Brady for an example, right? Probably the best quarterback of all time. He's a Leo. When do quarterbacks normally play? On Sundays. Sundays are ruled by the sun. The sun rules Leo. When do NFL games normally start? At noon or 1 o'clock. Normally that coincides with sun hour on Sunday. So it's like a triple down. So if you really think about it that way, like, yeah, there's evidence there. But yeah, Saturdays and Saturn. Yeah, I like that. Patriots still suck, by the way. I love it. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, Tom Schmady, right? Like, great one, obviously. But he's also a cheater. I mean, everybody cheats. Speaking of Saturn, too, because it is Saturn Day, the thing with Saturn is, like, normally you have to, like, do what you're supposed to do, and Saturn will reward you. But again, I've mentioned this before, and I read this recently about a little factoid about Saturn. It's like, if you can like cheat and get away with it, Saturn will support that. And I was like, damn, that is true. I feel like that is true. Ooh, the Liberty and Lynx, 1 point away. 1 minute, 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Lynx 13, Liberty 12. All right. So Vikings do have the ball here. It is 2nd and 2. There's about 17 seconds left in the second quarter until halftime. The Vikings are going to get the ball after halftime. They are going to need to. It would be great if they could get some points on the board here leading into halftime. And it wouldn't surprise me if they don't get in the end zone, that Kevin O'Connell will kick a field goal. They were looking for the end zone. It's not going to work. Pass is incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 2. And we're back. I wonder if KOC will even be in the mood to join the broadcast. Oh gosh, Dad looks a little upset, doesn't he? Kevin O'Connell's a little upset at his football playing sons here. All right, his players. They're not his sons, but I mean, he's like the dad, right? He was supposed to join him, I think, for the third quarter. Is that correct? All of the third quarter? He's gonna have to, right? You have to. Suck it up, Kevin. Kevin. Third down again for this damn team. It's always third down. Ah, no. Did he catch that? It looked like he was bobbling. It looked like there was some bobble action. It's 4th and 2. 4th and 2. All right, what are you going to do, Kevin? What you going to do? That's a good question, though, JJ. Sam Howell is like Bruce Banner after he turns back from the Hulk. Yeah, that too. That too. Yeah, that works. That's a good comparison. Oh! Well, look at this. Oh, we're going to go for the field goal now. Oh, okay. Took him long enough. See, this is some shit that, like, Kevin O'Connell, it's just like, stop. I'm not going to lie. Like, he kind of annoys me. Hey, the Vikings got on the board, people. All right. Huzzah. And just in time for Renaissance Festival starting today, okay? We're going to throw the huzzahs all over the place. Hip, hip, huzzah, okay? And I did used to work at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival, too. So I am no stranger to a hip hip or a huzzah. Okay. All right. Oh, Kevin's on the mic now. They got him, JJ. They got him. He looks like this. This is what Kevin O'Connell's thinking right now. Damn it. I gotta talk to these guys right now. Damn it. What am I gonna say? All right. This quarter is still going on. Ah! All right. And look at that. The Lynx and the Liberty are already at the end of their first quarter. Okay. 18-12. Lynx are up by 6. And it's still the first half over here. This is the game that is never ending. Or excuse me, the half that is never ending. My God. Thank you, bots. Time to go LL Cool J on these pricks. Don't call it a comeback. I like some LL Cool J songs. I think he's hosting, isn't he hosting like the VMAs or something? Oh gosh, you guys. No. Oh no. What is happening here? Wait a minute. I look away. I go to the chat for 2 seconds and New England has the ball back somehow and they almost ran it back. What? Wait a minute. Okay, it's halftime. But what the F just happened here? Oh, that's right. I forgot that the Vikings scored, you guys. Oh my God. Okay. New England almost ran that thing back. I'm getting the replay now because I'm watching the Hulu stream. How many missed tackles? He's like a little, I don't know, like a, I don't want to say a rat or rodent or like a hamster, but he's like a little squirrel just finding the path. Damn. It's a good thing it's halftime. The Vikings need a break. Go sit down. Okay, they need their diapers changed. O'Connell looks not happy. All right, it is halftime, people. We officially made it. Thank you, bots. Oh, thanks, Angel. Hello and hugs to Gigi. Yes, I will tell her. She's over there. Seriously, I'm going to have to get her to come in here during the season. I'm going to just double check here that the Lynx are not, they don't just happen to be on TV. Because I might switch over to that. I don't see it. But you know what? 90-day Hunt for Love is on. All right. But yes, thank you, Angel. I will definitely do that. I will give her a hug. I always give her hugs. And you know, I was reading too, like, dogs don't like to be hugged, apparently. And I honestly, I can see it because it's like you're kind of like constricting them and you're kind of like overpowering them, like showing like dominance in a way, like in their mind. Like I can get that. You know, when people say that dogs don't like to be hugged, I'm seriously just looking for the links here to see if they might happen to be on. And then I'm going to go get my snack, my secret snack. I'm going to bring both snacks in. Dang it. I thought I might get lucky, and I thought they might happen to be on local TV, but they're not. Dang it. Damn it, Janet. All right. Oh, my God. Yes, they're right here. I knew it. CBS, local, WCCO for the win. Boom, right here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Lynx on my monitor, and then I'm going to keep the Vikings on the antenna TV in the living room. So I get the best of both worlds here, people. All right. Oh, man, there's so much to do in so little time. I wanted to pull up the Lynx chart today, too, to see if they would get the win. And they're going into the second quarter here. They're about to start the second. All right, but I got to go get my snack. I got so much stuff going on. Yes, it's finally halftime. We made it. We made it. Astrology is cool, but I do like my fate being decided by God instead. I think it's all intertwined and it's all together. But yes, I can understand that. Yeah, for sure. You got to do what works best with you. But we're all made of stars and dust. We're all energy, right? Yeah. So, but yeah, I respect that for sure. Oh, okay. Minnesota. So the Lynx are up 21-12. They just started the second quarter. Yeah. But I'm not here to push astrology on anybody. I just want to share what I know. And if you find it intriguing and if you find it cool, hey, that's awesome. I think one of the coolest things that astrology can do is that it can just help like explain why maybe you are the way that you are, why you feel the way that you do, or, you know, why certain things, why there's certain themes in your life, or, you know, why do you love a certain thing, or why do you gravitate towards certain people or animals or like a career or something like that, you know? But yeah, there's definitely, I am a firm believer in like fate and destiny, and I think that they are different things, because I think that you can't escape your fate, right? But you can, I do believe that you can control your own destiny, but your fate is that's what's fated for you, right? Um yeah, so anyway. But yeah, I think it's all cool. Ha, Rico, you're a Leo? Nice. Happy Leo season to you. Nice, nice. Very good. I'm a Leo rising, so I feel like I am part of the club. But we all have, you know, all of us signs, we have every single sign within us, right? So some of us just have more energy in certain signs than others. But it all goes on our individual birth chart. But that's awesome. Yeah. The Leo energy out there. Leo season, the sun is in Leo right now, so it's a nice time to, you know, especially for the Leos, to be seen, to be heard. Will it get better? Will it be better, John? Will the second half be better? I do think so. And again, it would surprise me. I mean, the Vikings already did get some points on the board, but like if they don't get in the end zone, I will be surprised by that. And I do think it'll be a little closer, and I could see things slowing down for New England in the second, and things kind of speeding up a little bit for the Vikings. But yeah, we'll see. I've always wondered why they call it pass interference if the wide receiver actually caught the ball. You know what? Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Right. Because, I mean, maybe because technically it got interfered, but it was still caught. That's a good point, though. That's a good point. Ooh, all right. Lynx are at the line. They're up by 10. All right. Yeah, and the Target Center is full at capacity. I think everybody's at the Lynx game today. So I bet there's people too that are doing both. Yeah, both games. Or maybe some Vikings fans too that, you know, I bet the games are going to end about the same time. The Lynx will probably go a little longer. I forget the last name of the newest player, but I believe her first name is Dejanay. Very cool name. And they just got her from in the trade with the Dallas Wings. She's been doing really, really well. She just scored for the Lynx. The Lynx are up 25-12. Nice. Speaking of intercepted, Lynx turnover or Liberty turnover. Lynx got the ball. Quick pass. Easy bucket there. Lynx up 27-12. Only less than 2 minutes into the second quarter, and the Liberty have to take a timeout. It's too much for them. It's too much. Nice. Lynx are just living it up. I love it. Love to see it. All right. Nice. All right, I'm going to go get my snack here, people. I'm going to go through the comments quick. I wish they picked other people to join the broadcast. I know. Yeah, they should ask us to join. All right. JJ, can't you? I mean, I know you're friends with PA. You got to get on that. They should have YouTubers on in a preseason game to join the broadcast. They probably don't want us to steal their thunder though, because you know damn well. I mean, you would for sure. We would. They should do that. Where I think next year we should push for Jade and JJ to take over for PA and what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name right now? We share the same birthday. Former Vikings Pete Brosich. There we go. My God. Yeah, we should take over. We should. This team can't even tackle right. I know. It's just preseason. This team couldn't even bring him to the ground. I'm so done. Oh, God. Well, it's only preseason game 2, and we already lost JJ, people. I swear my goddaughter will graduate from high school at the pace the first half went. Legit. I know. Yeah, secret snack. Okay, here's the clues. I'm going to go get it. So there's 2. Both of them, they're both crunchy. One of them needs to be eaten cold. If you ate it warm, it would I'd pass. I mean, you could eat it warm, but okay. Both are crunchy. One of them I'm going to eat cold. One of them I'm going to toast. Oh my God, new season of Survivor already in a couple of weeks. But both of them you can eat hot or cold. All right. And I don't know why the F they still haven't cast me on Survivor. I'm waiting. And I did just find out that they're doing The Traitors. They're doing the show The Traitors with like normies. Okay, real people. I feel like I might have to audition for that. New season of Survivor, September 24th. Hi, Jason. Hi, in Skol Vikings from Wyndham. This is my first official appearance here. Welcome, welcome. You're always welcome. From Wyndham. Very good. Skol to ya. JJ Vikings, don't worry. This is only preseason, right? Yeah, exactly. But still, you play how you practice, right? So, but thanks for joining us, Jason. You are welcome any old time. Good to see you. Hi, Mars. Good to see you. I like that energy thing. Oh, which thing? I already forgot. Always good to see you, Mark. How you doing? Are you on the road? Are you working? Always good to see you. I kind of feel like if you join the podcast, they'd have to censor everything. That's fair. No, I could clean it up. I could make it so I could be on the FCC without getting into trouble. I definitely could. But yeah, that might be a problem. They might have to have like they call it like the dump button in radio, or whatever. They might have to have that ready. But no, I could keep it PG. I could keep it rated G, definitely. All right, I'm going to go get my snacks. I'll be right back. I was going to put Gumby over here, but you guys can see Gumby. All right. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. I've auditioned 3 times. Holy shit, the Lynx are up by 15 now, you guys. But thank you. I appreciate that. I think I would too. The most winning sign in Survivor is Capricorn. Just waiting. All right, I'll be right back. Secret snack, people. If you do want to guess, both of them are crunchy. I'm going to eat one snack cold and another snack I'm going to warm up. So if you want to guess, I will be right back. Oh no! Lynx just got blocked, but they got their own rebound. And then they lost it, and then they got it again. That's the key to winning in basketball, people. You got to play defense, and you got to get the rebound. Then you will win. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys. I'm getting it ready. I gave Gigi everybody's regards. She heard crinkling from me getting my snack ready, so she perked her head up from her nap. I'm hanging out doing my linens at the laundromat. Ah, man. Well, thanks for tuning in. Doing your linens? Yeah, it's always a good idea. The one good thing about going to laundromat is they have all those washer and dryers, so you don't have to do multiple loads. But, all right, cheers that it goes fast, swift. You can get out of there. But, some laundromats now, they got everything in there. They got the snacks, they got TVs, all that stuff. But, all right, so the Lynx are up 30-18, and it's just about the start of the third quarter here. I have to run back. Otherwise, I'm going to burn my snack. I didn't forget about it, obviously. It's toasting. as we speak. I almost typed Fend, like 3ND instead of 3RD for third. All right, we're going into the second half here, people, and there's already a flag when it comes to the Vikings. All right, Vikings are down, but they do have the ball back. All right, and the flag is on Minnesota. Dad looks upset again. I think I'm gonna, if I moved my TV in the living room just like a little bit this way, I wouldn't have to keep going like this. Oh, they do have Kevin mic'd up. All right, I gotta go get my snack. I'm gonna burn it. I'll be right back. We're back though, people. All right. BRB. Get the rebound. We got double sports action going on here. Liberty are going to have to try, though, because they're down by 12 points. They did just get their own rebound and going for the three. If you give them 2 opportunities to make a 3-point shot, they're going to make it. Timeout Lynx. Mic'd up. Kevin O'Connell's mic'd up. And he's like this. So we'll have to see if Kevin O'Connell can make it through the broadcast. And for you, those of you that are listening to the broadcast, I'm going to go get my stuff out because I think it's burning, but I'm going to go listen. So tell me what he's saying because it's too far away. I'll be right back. I burned my stuff, I think. Oh my God. Kevin, look, man. Oh my God. Okay, you guys, I'm coming back. I'm just grabbing my stuff. I don't think Kevin O'Connell's going to make it through the third quarter. Oh. Did everybody leave? I hope not. All right, you guys. People left. That's okay. I understand. All right, for those of you that are left here, back, finally. All right. Anybody have any guesses? Perfect time. He does. Oh my God, he looks mad. And I did turn up the volume a little bit when I was in the living room there. He didn't say a word. Oh, what the hell? Now the Lynx are only up by 9. They got their own rebound. Get it in there. Bully your way in. 3-pointer. Didn't get it. Oh, they got the rebound again, but they got it stolen away. Damn it. The Lynx are going to need halftime here pretty quick, too. All right. So, people, I got my stuff. Okay, I got a little napkin over here. I got these like I like these with little mushroom. They're like those these reusable things or whatever. Reusable like dishcloths. I really like them. This one's got little mushrooms on it. All right. So, what did I miss here? Oh man. That was a beautiful like behind the back layup there. Lynx up by 9. All right. What's going on with Minnesota here, people? All right, it's 1st and 10. What is Kevin O'Connell saying? For those of you that are like, is anybody listening to him? All right, we got Maxie in. All right, so snack time. Here we go. Fix my hair here. Get it out of my way. So I'll start with, okay, well, I'll start with these. I've had these before. So these are the warm, this is just cheese and crackers, all right? Very simple, but these are seed crackers, and the brand is Mary's Gone Crackers. Very good. And this is vegan cheese, all right? It's vegan matured cheddar. This is good. I put these in my air fryer. I could have left them in there a little longer. Very good. I'm going to finish this cracker before they even snap the ball for the next play. Okay, talk about this game moving slow. Those crackers are good. Mary's Gone Crackers. They're seed crackers. Little circle crispies. Why is it 3rd down? 3rd and 3 for Minnesota. Come on, Max. Did you catch that? We get another Napoleon Dynamite. Yes. All right. Or it's Kip, actually. Yes. 1st down. Maybe Max should just be our backup. Nice. 3rd and 2. Calm under pressure. Pass right on the money. Kevin O'Connell better be a little more happy now. You happy, Pappy? Okay, so it's 1st and 10 for Minnesota. Yes, they are good. Okay. I need some, like, dehumidifier. Cheryl Reeve looks a little upset. She looks a little pissed, too. We got both our head coaches looking a little annoyed right now. They're both pacing. Cheryl Reeve is like this. She's like this right now. And then we got Kevin O'Connell with his hands behind his back, and he's pacing. Okay. So I'm going to have another cracker quick. Cheers, everybody. I feel like I have to chew really quickly so I can keep talking. All right. Also, nobody wants to see regurgitated, chewed up food. 2nd and 6, Minnesota. Look at that. Please tell me that was my dude, Ty Chandler. Please. Ty, I'm cheering for you, my dude. I don't think it was him. All right. I'm going to have one more cracker. These are very good. You know, these are delightful little crispy treat here. Again, I got to chew really quickly. "90-day hunt for love" is still on, you guys. Oh, all right. Let me go back to my trusty roster here. Scott. Something with the last name of Scott. Brosmer, come on, Max. You can do it. I think he looks pretty good. I mean, honestly, I've liked what I've seen. All right, Vikings are in New England territory. Kevin still looks a little concerned. He looks less concerned. And I feel like as time goes on, especially if the Vikings do score, he'll be like, you'll see that the mood start to change a little bit, obviously, you know. But that Kevin O'Connell, typical Gemini, there's 2 sides to him. Well, there's 2 sides to wherever we have Gemini in our chart, but I'm going to have another cracker. These are just too good, I guess. Why does it still feel like this game's going slow? Vikings are moving the damn ball. All right. Oh! Get it. No. Nice try. You know, it's A for effort. Let me watch a replay over here. All right, so here's my other snack, people. And this is, I've never had these before. I've had their pickles. But these are carrot cuties. Carrot cuties? Have you guys had these? I'm not going to lie. I like anything that's fermented or pickled. Usually. Wow. You know, Max Brosmer trying to do a little Patrick Mahomes action there. All right. Then I missed the third down. Oh, wait. I know. I just saw it. All right. Let's see. Nah, commercial break. All right. 4th and 11. But I'm on the delayed stream over here. So while live is on commercial, let's see about the field goal. 14-3. But yeah, I've never had the carrot cuties before. I've had their pickles, but so we'll see how the carrots are. I mean, they can't be that bad, right? Ooh, our kicker's coming in clutch. There we go. All right. Another 3 points on the board. Can't get in the end zone. But at least they're scoring some points. We'll take it. All right. Vikings, 6. New England, 14. Okay. How the heck is KOC supposed to call plays? I've always thought that too. I mean, somebody else must be calling. I don't know. And you wonder, it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder how much extra, how much in KOC's contract is okay, well, you're going to have to join during the third quarter, and that's part of that coaching stuff, right? But all right, so carrot cuties, they're pickled baby carrots. Great for on the go snacking. There's turmeric in here and some other stuff, but you can toss them in a lunchbox. You can put on the road or just about anywhere. They're ideal for picnics. Cheers. They're definitely pickled. That pickle's coming in now. I kind of thought they were going to be soft carrots for some reason. They're good. They honestly literally just taste like a pickle, like a carrot that's been in pickle juice. Yeah, they're good. You guys like pickled stuff? Pickled carrot. Yeah, I'd buy these again. We're good. They are carrot cuties. That's a good name too. Good marketing. Anyway, I got these on a whim the other day. This is the one that I forgot about when I went to put the crackers and the cheese in the fridge to save them, to have them ready. Then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I got these. Yeah. And right now, trivia. Where does Kevin O'Connell's regular season win percentage through his first 3 seasons rank among active NFL coaches? How the F are we supposed to know? I don't know. All right, I'm on the delay. All right, 8:44. Oh, there's a flag. Okay. All right. No flag. New England's got the ball again. Man, seriously, at this point, I haven't even heard anything that Kevin O'Connell has said. Trivia answer is number 4. He's behind Matt LaFleur, Jim Harbaugh, and Sean McVay, his predecessor. He's like the prodigal son of Sean McVay. Although I think he's older than Sean McVay. By a year or two? Okay, there was a flag. But what I was going to say, okay, this is like, I haven't even heard anything that Kevin O'Connell has said. I have only just seen the body language. He don't want to be there. Maybe just cut it early. Because it's like, we clearly all know that Kevin doesn't want to be talking to you. No offense, PA. No offense, Peter. Okay? They don't want to be talking. He doesn't want to be talking to you. Okay? He's cracking his fingers, talking like this. Now he's like this. He wants out of there. The penalty was on New England. 1st and 20. Yikes. Yeah, see, I don't even like watching this. This is like, and again, I haven't even heard what he's saying. So maybe what he's saying is fine. If somebody wants to let me know what he's saying, maybe y'all did. I'm going to pop back in there in a second. But it's just like, he doesn't want to be there. Please get this earpiece out of my ear as soon as possible. I want to say as little words as possible. I need to call plays. What's going on? My pet's head is falling off. I don't know. And here's the thing too, is I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it through the entire game today. I don't even know. Because this thing is slow as all hell. Maybe it's because they have KOC mic'd up. That's why. Oh, too. And that could be part of like the astrology coming in. Is, having KOC be on for the entire third quarter. That's a little bit out of the ordinary, a little bit Moon Uranus energy going on. KOC, older person, talking to an older player, Pete Bursich, the older announcer. That's Saturn. Pete and PA have been doing this for a long time. That's the longevity. Actually, PA and Pete Bursich are both Capricorn, so they're ruled by Saturn. So they've got Kevin O'Connell hooked in here. But, it'll happen. That's why Kevin O'Connell gets paid the big bucks here, people. That's why he gets paid the big bucks. Big bucks. To sit through these things. It's like, get over it. You know what? They should keep him on for the entire second half. That's what they should do. Like, you want to be the coach of the Vikings? You're going to have to sit and talk to PA and Peter for a full half. All right, Vikings on the return. We're finally getting some kudos. We're getting a little smirk out of KOC. Technically, they're on commercial break right now, but all right. And I will say that while this quarter is going slow, it is going slowly. It is going faster. It does feel like it's moving a little quicker than the first half, I will say, because we're about halfway through the third quarter. Not that I want the game to be over right away or anything, but it's just kind of like, I'm glad you all are here because then it would just be really like snooze alert. All right. I'm going to go back to the Lynx here in a second. Let me click over there because we're on commercial. Let's see. And, oh, shoot. Okay, so the Lynx and the Liberty, they're at halftime right now. And the Lynx are still up, but, man, the Liberty have basically cut the lead in half. Minnesota 38, New York 33. And, again, they are at halftime. So, last time I checked in, Lynx were up by 15, then they were up by about 9. So now the Liberty have cut it down to 5. So they're creeping. They're creeping here. But they're at the half. So 2 games going on. All right. And still on commercial here. I keep seeing the same commercial over and over and over again. It's for the Taste of Philly. Wherever the hell that is. I don't know. JJ, people got to recognize when a guy doesn't want to talk to you. Exactly. Like, take a hint. They probably do know, but what they also know is that they got him. Like, he's kind of trapped. Like, KOC is kind of trapped there, right? But, I mean, like, PA and Pete could throw him a bone. And, like, I feel out of, like, the two of them, like, out of Peter and PA, I feel like Pete's going to be the one that like kind of steps in and like kind of like takes over a little bit here. Where like PA's just going to go where PA goes, right? And all due respect to PA because he's very good at his job, right? He's been doing it for a long time. But I feel like Pete kind of has to like bring PA back down to like reality a little bit, you know, or whatever, and not in like a bad way or anything, but like out of the two of them. So interesting. But here's the regular season schedule. Before we know it, we're going to be getting up at like 7 a.m. to watch a game because in week 4, Dublin, Ireland. Yeah, I got an email too that there's a reservation for me at a rooftop restaurant in Dublin. Like it's clearly like a spam email, you know, or like similar email address to mine, but I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, okay, so somebody with my same name has reserved a rooftop like patio spot at this place in Dublin. Then it's kind of funny that the Vikings are going to be playing in Dublin in a few weeks here. So, but yeah, people can't take a hint. And some people can't, you know, they can't read the room. Some people just cannot read the room. And I have found that it's like, well, yeah. Sometimes people that are into themselves, that have a little bit of the narcissism, they can't read the room because they're just too self-involved. But, and then like some people just can't take hints, right? Like no offense to them, but you got to be more blunt. You got to be more straightforward. And in Minnesota, that's definitely usually not the way, you know. It's a little bit more like, yeah, like they're going to hint, like Midwestern, like a Minnesota thing, like the Minnesota nice thing. If somebody wants you to, if like you're over at their house and they want you to leave, they're not going to be like, okay, well, I think it's time to like wrap things up and go. Like, I think we should call it a night. Like, that's a very like direct, polite way of saying like, okay, we're done hanging out. Midwestern people, no, can't do that. Midwestern people, a lot of them, they'll just like walk around. They'd like start cleaning up. I'm like hinting that they like want to go to bed, but they won't say it. So much crunching. I mean, it's good crunching. Ah! All right, Brosmer going for the long pass. I'm on the delay again, but let's see. You know, I like the effort that they're putting in. Like, just throw the ball, just sling it down there. Let's see what happens. I'm all for it because at this point, the Vikings do need to get in the end zone, right? It's been a little quiet. The ball was just overthrown. All right. Let's see what's going on live here. All right. And 2, I will say, uh-oh. That looked a little scary. Oh, no. Brosmer took a tumble. Yikes. Damn, they just got him. They, like, just snagged his ankle. Third down again. It's always third down with this team. I wish PA and Pete would say that to Kevin O'Connell. I wish they'd say, Kevin, why is it always third down with this team? Answer me this. Riddle me this, Kevin. Why is it always third down with this team? All right. Let's see what they got here. It's third. It's like a third and long, like a 3rd and 12. I need a bigger TV to see the font that size because it's really rather small. Rather small. It's 2:04 p.m. I was going to check the humidity. Not that anybody cares. Oh my God, we're basically in our own butt right now. It's 3rd and 29 for the Vikings. Yeah, they barely got a yard. No. Well, while I said things would speed up a little bit, and while the Vikings did get some more points on the board, it's still just like, yeah. And I'm sorry, but New England, they can't still be starting their starters right now, can they? Okay. Well, the humidity has dropped to 79%. That's better than 94. Damn. Let's see. Kevin is not even saying anything. Kevin's like, I wish this quarter would speed up. I can't take talking to these two dolts anymore. No, he's probably not saying that. I'm sure that Pete and PA and Kevin O'Connell have a fine relationship. I'm sure Kevin O'Connell's like, it's just one of those necessary things that he's got to do. Like, this wasn't a surprise to Kevin that he was going to be on the mic third quarter, right? And, Kevin O'Connell, he's got the gift of gab, right? He can talk his way around something. He can really talk his way around actually answering something, too. He really can do that. That's definitely some Mercury Gemini energy. All right, we got another flag on the field here. It was against Minnesota. It was a false start. Dad's upset. He always, Kevin O'Connell, too. A lot of the time it's funny when there's like a flag or something. And I mean, with all due respect to the guy, because my God, you got the camera on you 24/7 while you're doing your job, right? While you're at work. And he's just like this, though. While he was listening to what was happening. And sometimes he gets those little like dagger eyes too. Waltzing around. False start. No. I can't read lips. Oh, it was a legal formation. Oh, tisk tisk. Dad doesn't like that. We got about 3 minutes left in the third, people. Well, a little over 3. About 3 hours left in the third here, people. All right. God. Bro, just let Kevin go. Seriously. What is he saying? Like, does Kevin's voice sound like he looks? Or does he sound a little bit more like jovial, like a little bit more happy? Because he looks like he's just kind of talking like this and just like trying to get through the conversation. I suppose I could take it off mute and, let Kevin live. I know. It's kind of like let him do his job. Yeah, I agree with you. It's just like, dude, I don't know. But that's part of it. And, the thing is, it's like one thing if they're talking to Justin Jefferson like they were last week. And Justin Jefferson's not playing. That's one thing, right? That's kind of fun. All right, a little bit. But it's like, dude, like JJ says, let Kevin live. Let him coach the freaking team. Like, I don't know. I feel like they probably do it just to get like the coach's perspective. You get to be inside like the mind of a coach for a quarter or something like that, probably. That's how I take it. This is a good snack, but a lot of chewing and a lot of crunching. I don't mind the crunching. I don't mind the chewing, but while I'm trying to talk, he doesn't sound happy. All right. He sounds tired of it. Yeah, he kind of looks like it. That's funny. They should have. I know. Seriously. That would have been fun. Like just for even for a quarter. Be hilarious. We should chime in right now. Anybody within the Vikings organization that is listening right now, me and JJ are ready to come join in. We're ready to come add a little spice here. A little spice to the broadcast, all right? And don't worry, we will keep it Minnesota safe. We won't keep it mild. Okay? We will keep it Minnesota mild, but a little spicier than what you got going on here. Oh, the young ladies were playing flag football at halftime. That's fun. Oh my God, that looks fun. I want to go play right now. Yeah, that looks fun. I will say, though, so many Vikings content creators are very qualified. Oh my gosh, so many. Yeah. Rap obviously comes to mind. Yeah, so many. For real. And that's another thing, too. Also, they don't want that because they know that. All right? Because there's a lot of content creators that are on their ass. And a lot of content creators. I mean, it's a big purple pond, though. There can be many, many different people. There doesn't just have to be one person or like one team, right? Whoa! We're still over 3 minutes until this quarter is over. 3 minutes, 8 seconds. My gosh. Kevin O'Connell cannot wait to get out of there. He is pacing. Kevin O'Connell has been pacing since he joined them for the last 12 or so minutes, but really like an hour. That carrot that I just had in particular was very, very good. It was like the perfect size. It was perfectly crunchy and pickled. These are good. You guys, if you like pickled stuff, try them out. Okay, it's third down. I'm just going to finish this. There's 2 left. They got it. It's 3rd and 4. They got it. It's 1st and 10. Wow. That was a really good pass, though. I'm watching the delay and the... Come on, Mackay. That was Mackay Blackman on the coverage. That was pretty good coverage, though. But that was a good pass, and it was a good catch. Damn. But Mackay Blackman was on the wrong side. He was behind him. Gotta be in front, my dude. All right. New England's going to score again, people. They're obviously in field goal range. This is my last carrot. All right. Cheers, everybody. These are pretty good, though. I forgot about them. I bought them on a whim yesterday. I've had the pickles. I'd say I like the carrots better than the pickles. And that's because I have homemade pickles, like from my grandma and from my aunt. And, like, man, those are tough to beat. But the carrots are good. I would suggest them. But I'm done with the carrots now. All right. Here we go. Kevin, every time I look at Kevin O'Connell, he's got a different look of disgust on his face. This is what he looks like now. He's like he's looking into the abyss. When is this over? Yeah. Do I still have to be talking to these 2? I can't take it anymore. Damn it. It was 3rd and 1. New England got it. They're still on the move. They're going to score before those quarters up. They're already up by, let's see, what are they up by? 12. They're already up by 2 scores. They're looking to be up by 3. JJ's already over it. Like, I'm just going to play some freaking Madden. You might as well, dude. You might as well. It sounds more fun. Fun than this. I mean, we're basically watching what we're watching, and I'm not listening to because I'm just talking. But, oh, Kevin's like, oh my God, he's counting down. You can literally see Kevin O'Connell do the countdown in his brain, like, 3, 2, 1. Get this thing out of my ear. Get these dudes out of my ear. I want out of here. Thanks, guys. It was really good to talk to you. Yeah, thanks, coach. All right, bye. And he was like, thank God I'm out of there right now. I was about to lose it. You can literally see the countdown happening in his eyes. Oh, my gosh. All right, it's time to destroy the Patriots in Madden. Nice. There you go. Oh, heck yeah. I love a good fruit bowl. Yeah. I just bought some chopped fruit the other day, which was, expensive. But I do like to make my own. I made a little like blueberry, strawberry, banana bowl the other day. Heck yeah. I love a good fruit bowl. And I bought like chopped up fruit. It was mango, strawberry, and kiwi. Very good. Kiwis are really, really good. Man, they're hard to get into. But if you slice the ends of a kiwi and then you take a spoon and you go around the outside, that's the best way to slice one. But yeah, I do love a good fruit bowl. Yes. This is some BS from Ryan. I know. I talked about this last week, but this would be like the time in the day and like in the game right now, where if I had like alcoholic beverage, I would have like a sparkling, I don't know, like a Truly or something, or I don't know, like a not like a White Claw, like a spritzer or something, you know, something just light, like a little something something. I could have another sip of my coffee though, I guess. This is some BS. We are in the fourth quarter, people. Okay, I will say that thanks again, everybody, for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. You guys are pretty much the main reason why I'm hanging out here. And you're making it a lot more fun. So thank you. Appreciate you. But I will say that it is going a little quicker now. Well, it's going a little quicker. Well, it's still going slow. It's not as slow. Oh, shout out to the Skol line. Hell yeah. They're so good and entertaining. I love the Skol line. And they always look like they're having fun. How could you not have fun? Banging on a drum at the stadium? Being on the Skol line? Heck yeah. That looks so fun. I didn't play percussion, but I always wanted to. KOC really can't take it anymore. Oh my gosh, he's probably so glad he's out of there. All right, we're back. Second down. We were already back, but seriously. It's going to be third down. It's going to be third and short for New England. They're on like the Vikings, about the 5-yard line or so. No more mic'd up Kevin O'Connell, but they still got the camera on him. This is Sleeping Beauty, but without the beauty. Right? This is like, you know, yeah, exactly like you said, like Sleeping Beauty without the beauty. This is a snooze alert. This is like taking some melatonin, or when you plan on taking Dayquil, but you took NyQuil on accident and you're trying to stay awake and do your job. But here's the thing. We're hanging out. We're watching the football. It's cool. Fourth quarter. And I couldn't even be mowing my lawn because it's too wet anyway. So there we go. Let's see. Please show KOC jumping for joy when the broadcast is over. Oh, man. You know damn well internally, the majority of the players are there. Like, they're done. They're at home. All right, New England's going for the field goal. And it's good. All right, New England is up 17-6 to start the fourth quarter. People, we made it. We made it. We made it. Vikings, however, have yet to make it in the end zone, but it's only preseason. But, I mean, again, you play how you practice, but a lot of these people will not be playing in the normal game anyway. And I don't know about the rest of you too, but Ryan, I'm having an athletic NA beer. Oh, there you go. Cheers, Ryan. There you go. I'll take a sip of water too. Cheers to that. You know, you wonder too, I have a little trepidation and a little concern about, mainly about JJ McCarthy having adequate playtime. Like, he's literally eventually you got to just jump in, right? You got to just leave the nest and you got to just jump in and like see how it goes. But man, and Soldier Field Monday night, that's a tall order. You know what I'm going to do? I want to pull up the chart for Monday night, the astrology chart. All right. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to go back to the Lynx here for a second, see what they're up to. I think they're also on commercial. Oh my God, this Lynx game. Ah! All right, so they're about 4 minutes into the third quarter. The Liberty, oh my God, they have now Liberty right now. As I tune in, I better tune out because the Liberty have now taken the lead. They're up 48-46 over the Lynx. Lynx had predominantly been leading the entire game up until right now. I feel like got to turn away, look away, and now the Lynx just lost the ball. Turnover. Was that a travel? What was that? No. What was happening here? Okay, so they're replaying the three-pointer. I think there was a travel. Dang, I better turn away. Ah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Another three-pointer from the Liberty. Now they're up by 5. Shoot, I don't know. Lynx need to score now. If they don't score on this one, Cheryl, you better call a timeout. Cheryl just took a seat on the bench. She's not pacing anymore. Drive to the hoop. Oh, they got the foul. Almost the and one. Not quite. Minnesota's going to the line. All right, damn. And Vikings. Oh, who do we got mic'd up here? Jonathan Grenard. Well, they're trying to spice up the broadcast, aren't they? They keep picking the wrong people to join. All right, JJ, always fun hanging out with you too. Thanks for joining. Have fun playing Madden. All right? Have a good rest of your Saturday. He'll be fine. Yeah, you gotta just jump right on in. He is having, that's just so crazy too. With Pluto going through Aquarius, there's the transformation, the upheaval. You gotta make your free throws. And with JJ McCarthy being in Aquarius, it's just he's transforming, starting quarterback, gonna be a dad, he's gonna be married, or if he is married, I don't know. But thanks, Angel. Always good to see you. Happy flying away. But yeah, have a great rest of your Saturday. Thanks for joining. Hopefully see you on the next one. We'll talk to you later. Appreciate you. Very good, very good. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. Oh, man. I got to keep the Lynx game, I think, on over here. I think the Vikings, kind of already went through the astrology chart, right? The astrology of it all. But I am going to pull up the birth chart for the Monday night game at Soldier Field because I just want to see. I want to take a little peek skis. I think my computer is getting very hot right now. So I'm going to close a couple extra things happening here. Man, they are seriously trying to do anything with this Vikings game right now to make it more watchable, to make it more listenable, because they're having people join the broadcast. They're having the wrong people join the broadcast, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, man. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thanks, JJ. I appreciate that. Thank you. Always fun having you on. It's always fun talking to you. The expert, too. Thank you for having the answers to the questions. My questions, too. With all of your knowledge. Appreciate it. All right, so let's see. Monday night, what is that? September 8th, you guys? Let's see. September 8th. We're allegedly in the year 2025. And what is it slated for 7:15 Central Monday night or 7:30? Let's see. Vikings, Bears, 2025. 7:15. All right. And it's going to be played in Chicago. So let's see what's going on that night. If I can spell Chicago correctly, that would be helpful. Chicago, Illinois. All right, there we go. September 8th. Think I got the right day. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's the 8th. Oh, any chance we can meet again once I get to Minnesota? Maybe. I might try to make it to Skol Fest. It's in the middle of the week, so it makes it a little bit more challenging. I am going to see if I can try to make it, though, because that would be very fun. I did have a good time meeting everybody at the first one, and I had a really good time. So what is this going to be, the third one now, which is crazy? And it would be good to see everybody else, and I did have a good time at the first one. And if anybody is around, Skol Fest, I think it's September, is it the 13th? I could be saying the wrong day, so I don't want to say the wrong day. Let's see. Are you going to be at the VWO party Friday night before the home opener? I might try. I'm going to try. That might be easier to get to because it's Friday. Because I live a little ways out. I don't live in the city anymore, but I don't live like super, super far away. But it's just a little further. So I will try my very best because that would be fun. Surprise PA's ego would allow him not to be the focal point of the broadcast. I know. They probably, in PA's contract, it's probably like, okay, PA, this is only going to be for preseason now, okay? So during the regular season, it's going to be all about you, right? And even with Pete in the booth with them, I mean, it's still like, And I think PA will do the job until the end of time. Or until, until he can no longer do the job anymore. And, P is Capricorn, too. So, in it for the long haul. All right. So, here's a chart for that Monday night. Oh, we got an Aries moon. Oh! Skol Fest is on a Saturday? Oh, my God. I thought it was on a Wednesday. When is it? Let me look that up. I must have the dates wrong, obviously. Well, that's good. Okay. Dude, I thought it was a Saturday. Or a Wednesday, I'm sorry. Oh, it's at Crooked Pine. Okay. Why was I thinking the 13th was a Wednesday? All right. September 13th, Crooked Pint. All right. Very good. Yeah, I'm going to try to make it. Yeah, I missed last year's. But like I said, Skol memories. I'm on the website right now. Oh, yeah. Look at all the pics. Oh, yeah. This is fun. I could be sharing this. Why don't I share? Nice. Oh, yeah. That was from the first one. All right. Well, people, here, let me share. They got a countdown, 28 days. All right. Nice. Very good. Okay. So there's Skol Fest, the website, you guys. If you want to check it out. Did the score change at all? You turn away from the game for 2 seconds. I mean, it's been longer than 2 seconds, but Jonathan Grenard's still talking. I'm not exactly sure what he's saying. Standing next to Rip Van Ginkel, Andrew Van Ginkel. Oh my gosh, the Vikings scored again, you guys. Another field goal. Well, whoop-de-woo. Woo! Woo! Let's get the streamers out. Yeah. Seriously. I mean, but, like I said with the astrology of the second half, they are putting points on the board. I did say I would get a little surprised if they didn't get in the end zone, But, I mean, there's some points. And the game's going a little faster, but seriously. But, yeah, I mean, well, we'll see. I'm going to wait until the end because the game's not over yet. It is 17-9. All right, New England's up. They've been up the whole entire time. But, there's still some time, so you never know. Football's funky. But I did pick the New England Patriots to end up winning the game today. Again, because of that Venus and Jupiter conjunction, the two benefic planets, just when one team's got a lot of the support of those two, it's just hard to pick against. But again, we shall see. You never know. It's 2nd and 7 for, let's see. I can't even tell who has a ball right now. I think Vikings have the ball back. Can't tell. They keep putting Jonathan Grenard on the screen. Okay, now they got him in the little square, back in the square. All right. So let's see here. And they don't even have. All right, it's third down. Still can't tell. All right, it is New England that has the ball. It's 3rd and 3. They're at about the 40. They're at their own 40, and they're going to run the ball, and it looks like it's going to be good for a first down. This drive continues. Is the Vikings offense going to see the field at any point in time again today? We're not sure. All right. Oh, really? Screw this. Get both JJS and the rest of the first team in there. I know. Who cares? God. That's seriously why they're miking these people up, because they're like, oh, well, we can't talk about anything in this game, so we're just going to give the microphone to somebody else. I mean, at this point, they could be playing, like, it could be more entertaining if PA and Peter were playing Uno up in the booth. Or if they were playing Battleship. See, this is why we need some, like preseason, NFL preseason should take, like, pun intended, a banana peel from Nanner Ball, okay? Because they always got something going on with the Savannah Bananas with Banana Ball. Okay, I was watching some Nanner Ball last night. I don't know who won though, because again I switched over to Project Runway. But with Nanner Ball, there's always some sort of entertainment going on. There's always music going on. There's always somebody dancing or doing a backflip or some sort of game going on. Like, they should have that in NFL preseason, at least anyway. And then back to the halftime entertainment with any, like, sporting event, really. The best halftime entertainment is dogs catching frisbees. I'm sorry, it is. There's nothing that can beat that. It's dogs catching frisbees, and that's it. The amount of ground that they can cover and how accurate they are. And we all love dogs. I'm speaking for the collective, but I love dogs. So the dogs catching frisbees at halftime, that's the best entertainment. As far as, like, the big game goes, okay, forget the musical acts. Forget them. All right? Put the dogs out there catching frisbees. I would be way more excited about that. All right? I saw cats doing tricks the other day too. Shoot, put some cats out there too. Halftime entertainment. And obviously these cats and dogs are going to be well cared for and things, not sort of any sort of, like, circus type of stuff going on here. Because I can't stand any sort of circus animals. That should be banned completely and utterly, 110%. I don't even want to go down that road right now, but maybe I should. Okay? But halftime entertainment, dogs catching frisbees, they love it. And they're so good at it. It's usually the collies a lot of the time because they're so fast and they're so smart. But that's the best halftime entertainment, and you can't tell me otherwise. I mean, you can, but I won't believe it. All right. I think there's like 7 or 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I'm going to go back to the Lynx game over here. And then I want to look at this chart really quickly for this Monday night game. 2nd and 3, New England, they're running again. I don't think, honestly, people, I really don't think that the Vikings offense is going to see the field again today. I don't. With how slow this is moving, they just keep running the ball. And, well, I think it is 3rd down, so there's some hope. But, I mean, if I was at the Vikings game right now, I would say, hey, are there any tickets available left for the Lynx game? Because I'm going to walk down to Target Center and see what's going on over there. Okay? Because that's where the entertainment factor is happening here. All right, so let's see how much time. Yeah, there's about 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter. All right. I'm going to go switch it over to the Lynx and the Liberty because that is far more exciting. Let's see here. I'm going to add. Let's see. Let's see. I'm adding the score down here. All right, Minnesota's at the line. The Lynx, that is. All right, I'm adding that to the bottom if I can. Can I add it at the same time? There we go, people. I got dual things going on here. I got to be ready to update this at any point in time. All right, the Lynx and the Liberty, they're within one now. Liberty up by 1. They're in the third quarter. There's about 45 seconds left to go. Thank God. Liberty go for a 3. Don't get it. Lynx with the rebound, driving down the court. They're giving up time to set up the play. They're setting up a play. There's 33 seconds left. There's 13 on the shot clock. Liberty with good defense. They're swarming. Minnesota trying to get something going. They're at 6 on the shot clock, and they almost have a turnover. Ball going out of bounds. It's going to be Lynx ball. Liberty last touched it. There's 22.2 seconds left in the third. Minnesota is in the bonus. Cheryl Reeves is on the court. She's running around. She's shouting things out. I don't know the Liberty's coach's name, but she's doing the same. The Lynx barely get the shot off. They miss. 16 seconds. Liberty, now we're going to take the final seconds here of the quarter. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6. Driving to the hoop. Going for the 3. It looks like it's on the money. And they get their own rebound. They don't get it in. End of the third quarter. Liberty up by 1. That game is exciting. Damn. That game is far more exciting than the Vikings game is. All right, people? Seriously, I'd walk down there. Be like, okay, is there any way that I can get in there? Because you know how, like, at the Timberwolves, they're going to do that, what is it, like, if somebody leaves, you know, they can put their ticket up and then somebody else can, like, buy it for, I don't know, like, cheaper price or whatever and then go sit in it. If they were doing that for the Lynx right now, people that are at the Vikings game, oh, man, now it's 20-9. Yeah. I think all Vikings fans, and I think the Vikings players, I think they're ready for this game to be over. And I swear, like, for the Vikings players that aren't playing, like the starters right now that just have to sit and watch, that, you know, are involved, they're listening, right, but they're not playing. If they didn't have sunflower seeds or gum or little treats or snacks on the sideline, they'd never make it through. Oh, Minnesota, look at this. Are we getting a kick return? Oh, so close. Well, that's a little bit of amped up action that the Vikings needed there. All right. Well, we're getting toilet commercial over here on the WNBA side. All right. Number 31 for Minnesota. Pretty much running that ball back. Who the heck is that? Let me pull up my roster here. Wow. That was amazing. What a nice return. Almost to the end zone. Almost ran it all the way back. That was Miles Price, who's a rookie from Indiana, wide receiver. Nice. I don't know. I know the Vikings need somebody on kick return. So, and it's like 2 for Minnesota. They need somebody to return kicks. Marcus Sherrills, where are you and what are you doing? Are you available? But that amazing return puts the Minnesota Vikings at 1st and goal. If you can't get in the end zone now, you got a problem. Okay? If you can't get in the end zone now, you have an issue. Yes, it's preseason, but still. I mean, even your non-starters, if you get that good a field position, hello, get your ass in the end zone. Just do it. All right, let me go back to the Liberty and the Lynx. If I could get my mouse over there. All right, let's see what's happening over here. 2nd and goal. We got a commercial still on the basketball game. Oh my gosh. Oh, throw to the end zone, and it's no good. It's going to be 3rd down again. Damn it. Max, come on, dude. Blasted into the end. Blasted into the end zone, Brosmer. Is that his name, right? That's a tongue twister. Blasted into the end zone, Brosmer. Brosmer. All right. Okay, 3rd and goal. Please, you can do it. This is literally, you're getting it on a silver platter. Come on, like platter. Here, take your hors d'oeuvre. It is right there. No, damn it. They tried. Pass is incomplete. No, damn it. I'm sorry. You're going for it on 4th and goal, Kevin. You're going for it. You're doing it. I'm telling them what to do. So they need to listen to me. I'm telling them what to do. All right. Meanwhile, the Lynx are about to go into the 4th quarter. Yeah, you did almost run it back. That was amazing, though. Oh, they got new Lynx, like, hats over here or something? Who's at the Lynx game at... They're showing somebody on the... Oh, okay, it's Courtney Williams' dad. I'm like, they're showing somebody over here. He's all lynxed out on the sideline watching his daughter play. That's exciting. She's having a really good game. All right, start of the 4th quarter for the Lynx and the Liberty. Lynx are down 1. All right, it's 4th and frickin' goal over here. Come on, Minnesota, please. You can do it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try to be positive here. Let's try the positive reinforcement. No! I said you're going for it on 4th down. Oh, I just spit. Sorry, you guys. They're not listening to me? Are you kidding me right now? You can't just try to go for the freaking touchdown. It's a preseason game. You're down by how many points and you can't just try to go in the end zone? Are you kidding me, you big old baby? I mean, they got 3 points, but my God, what? If this is any sort of foreshadowing as to what we have to look forward to when it comes to Minnesota Vikings offense, I'm not excited and I'm disgusted, and who the F cares? Really? No. It's preseason. It doesn't matter. Well, you know what? It matters right now. Nobody's going to remember this at all. But I mean, come on. Really? Really? Of all times that you could just kind of have a little whimsy here, Max, why don't you try to throw it in the end zone, dude? Why don't you try to make it happen? Let's try to do it on a 4th and goal. Here you go. There's a little bit of pressure, but yes, it's preseason. So just go try to see what happens. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Oh, man. Liberty up by 4. Yeah, that would be really fun. I hope I can make it. I would like to make it happen because that would be fun. I had a good time. Yeah, it'd be good to hang out again. After a couple years. It's been a couple years. See everybody again? Yes, that would be fun. All right. New York, 66. Minnesota, 62. And let me change the Viking score because, they got another field goal. Whoop-de-woo. Who cares? Seriously. Like, that's kind of embarrassing. Honestly, it pretty much is. It's embarrassing. I'm going to listen to what peeps say after the game, too. If anybody talks about that, it's just like, again, if this is, maybe Kevin O'Connell's not trying to show all of his cards, whatever. That's fine. But we've seen this before. We've seen it before. So just saying. All right. New England has the ball back again. New York just scored again. Damn. All right. Minnesota, they're still keeping it within reach, though, but it seems like they're losing a little bit of their luster here. The Lynx are losing a little bit of their steam. Being down by 5. All right. That should be an easy-ass layup right there. Little bunny. All right. Lynx keeping it within 3 here. 7:58 to go in the 4th quarter for the Liberty and the Lynx. Liberty at the top of the key. They're up by 3. That looked like a travel, but it wasn't. New York just sunk a 3. Now they're up by 6. 70 to 64. I don't know. The Lynx are really losing their steam. Ah! Oh, that should have been the and 1 for Minnesota, but it's not. That's fine. Still got the points, keeping it within reach here. Minnesota, the Lynx aren't letting it go too far away. Looks like a foul. Liberty are going to go to the line. Let's see what's going on with the Vikings and the Patriots. It looks like it's third. Oh, it's second down. Second down for, let's see, New England. Looks like it's going to be third down again. It's always third down for one of these teams. They're showing a little John Boy on the side there. He's kind of just taking a little seat, looking off on the big screen, I bet, if I had to guess. And I'd say there's about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter over here for the Vikings. These games are probably going to end very, very similar time. Liberty now are up by 5, 71-66. Third down for New England. Looks like it's 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. They're talking to Christian Darrisaw too. Oh man, Vikings defense coming out of nowhere. Oh, New England's got to throw it away. It's going to be 4th down. Once again. All right. Lynx just added another bucket, 68-71. They're keeping it within reach here. This is a pretty good game, New York and the Lynx. Lynx with a nice turnover, or a steal basically. And Lynx are going to head to the line. 6:45 left in the fourth. Woo! Nice play there. They're keeping this game really, really close. The Lynx had the lead pretty much the entire time. About when I turned it back on is when the Liberty took over. I still haven't had a chance to look at the chart over here yet. I will. Yeah, I'm doing like both right now. I'm watching the Liberty and the Lynx, and then I'm also watching the Vikings and New England. So yeah. Watching some WNBA here. This game's really entertaining, though. The Lynx game, the Lynx and the Liberty game is far more entertaining. All right, Lynx at the line, 69-71. You gotta make your free throws. All right, you play defense and you get the rebound. Damn it, you gotta make the free throws, people. You know what? The Vikings aren't listening to me. The Lynx aren't listening to me. It'll happen. New England, it is 1st and goal, or 1st and 10, excuse me. They're basically knocking on the Vikings' door. Oh, wait, no, my bad. Vikings got the ball back. It's 1st and 10 for Minnesota, but they're basically in their own butt right now. Oh, man. Oh, Lynx are going to the line again. That could have been an and 1, but it's not. It looks like they are, let's see. Smith's going to the line for the Lynx. I thought that they were maybe going to do a little bit of the replay over here, but they're not. All right. Must make free throws. You are not being guarded. Thank you. All right. Lynx looking to tie it up here. 70-71. Nice. Drilled both the free throws. That's what you got to do. We got a tie game here. 71-71 in the fourth quarter. Minnesota, it is Patriots 20, Vikings 12. We are in the fourth quarter, a little under 3 minutes. It is 3rd down again, always for the Vikings. It is 3rd and 7, and it's a 3rd and long on that. Woo! Liberty trying to move the ball on a little trick play, and nice block by Smith from Minnesota. I think that's who blocked it. That was a clean block. Lynx missed the wide open 3. Liberty take possession again. Looking like they're going to slow things down, setting up a play. I don't know any of the players, unfortunately. I don't have the roster pulled up. Damn it. Liberty bulldozed their way in there. Now they're up by 2, 73-71. It looks like, let's see, Minnesota's going to slow things down. Oh, bottom of the basket, Smith. It looks like Williams to Smith. And it's tied up again. Nice. This game is very entertaining. It's 4th down for the Vikings. I don't even need to look over there. I can just sense it. I can just sense what the score is over there. What the down is. Oh, man. touch. Damn it. What? That was Lynx ball. Replay it. That was good defense by the Lynx. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left to go. It looks like Lynx last touched it. It's going to be, oh, did they look at it and review it? Let's see. Who last touched this ball? And let's see. Vikings, what are you doing over there? Nothing. Okay, didn't miss anything. All right, we got a commercial over here. And for the Vikings, we got some, there's a person, Chapman, on the screen right now. Is this another quarterback? This cannot be another quarterback from Minnesota. It can't be. Let me pull up the roster. What the hell is happening over here? We're at the 2-minute warning? Not quite. Not quite. All right, 1st and 10, New England. They're at their own 25, and they are up by 8. And let's see, they're just running the ball. No surprise. No surprise there. No surprise to anybody. All right. Let me see here. I was looking up. No, that's not another. Is this a wide receiver? Okay. What? I swear we had a number 10 I was just looking at for the Vikings. Am I remembering the wrong number? No 10 on the roster. That's a little suspicious. A little sus. Interesting. Well, over it now. All right, 2nd down, New England. This game is still going. That is crazy. The Vikings game is going a little bit faster once again, but it's still kind of going pretty slow. All right, I'm going to go back to the WNBA. But yeah, Will, thanks for popping through. Let me look at this chart here too. All right, they are still on commercial for the WNBA. So this chart that I have pulled up here, that I've had pulled up for a hot second, this is the chart for Vikings and Bears Monday night. Let's see. I didn't want to share the whole screen. Okay. So we have an Aries moon. Interesting. An Aries moon on Monday night. And what is the next? Oh, man. Saturn will have dipped back into Pisces. So let's see here. The next line of communication that the moon is going to be making for Monday night is a trine to Venus. Interesting. So depending on how I read the chart for Monday night, let's see. WNBA is still on commercial here quick. So if I were to read this chart for Vikings at Bears on September 8th, I would give the Bears, or I would give Mercury rulership over the Bears. And then I would give Jupiter/Neptune rulership of the Vikings. And straight away, Mercury, the planet that would rule the Bears, is in Virgo. Mercury rules Virgo. So that kind of bodes well for the Bears if I were to read it that way. And then for the Vikings, Jupiter is at 19 degrees of Cancer. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. It really enjoys being there. However, it is getting a square from Mars. That's a little challenging. And then Neptune, the co-ruler for the Vikings, is retrograde. It is in Aries. The moon is separating in the Vikings' first house. So that might be a little bit of confusion, a little disorientation there. And again, if I do read the chart this way, we'll kind of see how next week goes. Again, just because I'm kind of experimenting with NBA, NFL, reading the charts different ways, yada, yada. But for all intents and purposes, for the point of this conversation right now, This would be the Vikings' first house on Monday night. The moon would be there, so there would be a lot of support for the Vikings. I could see a lot of people going to Soldier Field for this game, and being very, very excited, especially for McCarthy to have his debut, just for the game in general. It's a Monday night affair, very explosive, a lot of fireworks, a lot of energy here. But there might be some confusion. There might be some disorientation for the Vikings. Like, it might be a little bit for Vikings fans, a little bit of smoke and mirrors here. Like, they might, we as Vikings fans might think that there's a little bit more opportunity than there is, something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to go back. I'll dive deeper into that, though, on the night of the game. But just straight away, just looking at that. All right, so back to the Liberty and the Lynx. Liberty up 78-75. It's 3rd and 21 for New England right now, it looks like. Or do the Vikings get the ball back? I don't even know who has possession anymore. Yeah, it's New England. All right, so Vikings offense is going to get the ball back. Oh, whoop-de-woo. Whoop-de-woo. All right, I'm going to come back to the chat in a second here, you guys. Thanks for waiting. It's going to be commercial break here over here for the WNBA. I'm just going to update the score. New York 78, Lynx 75. So they are keeping it close. But, man, Liberty, I'm just kind of like taking over here in the second half. Let's see. I had me a nice Wendy's BLT chicken sandwich. Oh, there you go. I still have 2 crackers left over here, and I do want to eat them, but I'm just gonna wait until games are done, and then I'll finish my snack. But yeah, that sounds pretty good. I am getting kind of hungry. I'm gonna take the dog for a walk after the stream. Then I'm gonna listen to some. I'll probably listen to some post game, probably on like KFAN or something like that, or maybe I'll tune into. I don't even know if anyone else is doing like post game stuff. I'll try to see if anybody on the YouTubes are doing post-game stuff. Let's see. Well, how do you learn to read all these signals? I guess I've just been studying astrology for a few years. I'm just reading books, learning looking at the patterns. I've been doing the sports and astrology, or combining it, I guess, for a few years now. But yeah, and I mean, the planets, they all have characteristics and they move in like patterns. So it's looking for that. But yeah, it's like studying up on the astrology and the zodiac signs and all that stuff. So I refer to myself as like a lifelong astrology student because there's so much to learn with astrology. But yeah, so just looking for things, and that's kind of what I do over here. Is I'll look at like the chart of a game or a sporting event, and then I'll, make a prediction on who I think the winner or the loser is going to be, and then kind of like the themes of, what's to maybe take place or things to look for that'll happen during the game. So I didn't get a chance actually to look at the Lynx and the Liberty chart. I was going to try to do that today. I think I pulled it up, but then I just got so sucked into like watching the game itself. But I actually have that on a different screen here. But yeah, that's what I do mainly. But yes, thanks for popping by, Will. You're welcome anytime. Come on back. Oh, it's 3rd down for the Vikings again. Seriously, I look away. I talked to you guys for like 2 seconds. I swear. It's always 3rd down. It's 3rd and 7 for Minnesota. Ooh, Brosmer got the pass off. All right, there is a penalty. We shall see. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing that for a second here, and let me go back. All right, I want to see these like hats or these beanies that the Lynx fans are wearing. I've not seen these before. I don't know if they're new or not. Oh, 3 minutes left in this game. 78-75. Williams has been on fire. All right. Bring in the Lynx within 1. 77-78. Oh, yeah. I might have to check that out. I'll probably check them out, too. I haven't watched any of their stuff for, like, months. And then I just, like, popped in the other day. I was like, oh, yeah. and I was listening. Oh, yeah. I sounded really Minnesotan there. Really good defense there by the Lynx. All right. Lynx have possession again, looking to take the lead. Ah, drawing the foul. Nice. Lynx are going to head to the line. Very good. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in the fourth. Let's see what's going on with the Vikings. They're going to commercial again. We're back over here. We're bebopping and scatting all over the place here. Not really. We're just bebopping. We're not scatting. It's funny. I cracked myself up. Yeah, I might have to tune into that. But yeah, it had been months. But they were talking about practice anyway, or I think it was the first scrimmage when I tuned in the other day. So they were just chit-chatting about that, and I was like, oh yeah. All right, it is 4th and 17. Are we really going for this right now? No. Now the Vikings decide to go for it on 4th and 17. Why not? Why not? Hey, and you know what? Pass is completed. So why not do that when you're right near the end zone? What the hell? Sometimes with Kevin O'Connell, I just can't, you know? And I think he tries to be too much of a trickster sometimes, and it just annoys me. Really good defense by the Lynx here. Really good defense. Getting the ball back. New York 78, Lynx 77. Williams at the top of the key. There's 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Williams driving to the bucket. Nice spin move. Giving the Lynx a 1-point lead. That was an amazing move by Courtney Williams right there for the Lynx. Timeout for the Liberty. They take the lead. This game is, you want an exciting game over here, you go to Target Center. Okay, when the ladies are playing over here. That was amazing. Lynx have really stepped up their defense here in the last couple of minutes. Their offense, Cheryl Reeve off the bench, giving a clappity clap here. Very nice. 1:45 left to go. Minnesota is in the bonus, so that is exciting. So they're headed to the line at any point in time. So, and then the Vikings are still rolling over here. They might get in the end zone yet. There's 27 seconds left. All right, 25. Come on, Max. You can do it. Can you get the Vikings in the end zone? End the game on a high note. Come on, Brosmer. Oh. All right, it's going to be second down. 14 seconds left. Kevin O'Connell can't wait to get out of there. He was like, I had to spend an entire third quarter talking to Peter and PA, and I couldn't take it, and I want to get out of here, and I'm over it. Everybody wants to go to the Lynx game. That's more exciting. Everybody's down the street at Target Center. All right. Everybody probably ditched. Hi, Steven. Good thing this is preseason for Minnesota. Legit, dude. So many mistakes. I felt like I was watching a high school team. Yeah. We've been over here. Okay, is this game over yet? Seriously. I agree with you. It's been a toughie. But the Lynx over here and the Liberty, oh, nice defense by the Lynx. They're just like a gnat right now. Like a little gnat, pesky gnat. It's one-on-one, playing tight defense. No! Leaving the Liberty up for an open three. They don't get it, but they get their own rebound. You have to get the rebound. Turnover, Lynx ball. They're up by 1 minute, 22 seconds left to go. The Vikings game is still going. About 14 seconds left to go over there. It is 3rd and 7. We got one exciting ending and one game that just won't end. Oh no, Courtney Williams. I don't know if she got that blocked, but it was an air ball. There's a minute left in this game. Liberty ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Liberty down by 1. Oh, they did not draw the foul. That was good defense. Liberty got the rebound. They tried again. Oh, that time. Oh, no foul that time. That is insane. 45 seconds left to go. It looks like there's a whistle. All right, Vikings, what's going on over here? Brosmer, right down the middle. Can we end the game on a high note? Is there any possible way the Vikings can make it into the end zone? All right. There's like 6 seconds left here. Come on, Max. Come on. He's like, give me the ball. Give me the ball. I've been waiting my whole life for this. I mean, but this is a really good opportunity, for him. Show his skills. There we go. So I'll take it. We'll take it. As far as the Vikings go, we'll take any excitement that we can get over here. Okay. Let's see. They're doing replays over here. Oh, it's 1st and goal, Minnesota. Come on, just sling it in the end zone. Just try to end the game on a high note. Come on. Ugh, we got a whistle. What the hell, flag? This is seriously the game that will never end, the Vikings game. We got an Adam Thielen shoe. It looks like it was on the Vikings. Back it up. It's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Minnesota up by 1. The Lynx, that is. All right, Lynx up by 1. Over the Liberty. 44 seconds left to go. 21 on the shot clock. It's going to be Lynx ball. 1st and goal, Minnesota Vikings. After the penalty, they're on the 15 of New England. There's like 6 seconds left to go in this damn game. Pass incomplete, looking for the end zone. It looks like there's like 2 seconds left to go. There's either like 1 or 2 seconds left to go. Literally the game that won't end. Lynx just nailed a 3-pointer, going up by 4 points. 30.8 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. The Target Center is completely lit right now. They can probably hear him down the street at the bird graveyard. Right then, when I said that, Max Brosmer went like this. So, boom, there we go. Lynx have been playing very good whole entire game. Kind of lost the lead, but they come back here. And then Minnesota, they have yet to get in the end zone today. It is 2nd and goal. I don't know what the hell is going on over here. There's like 3 seconds. Everybody's staring into space. Kevin O'Connell's staring into space. Looks like there's a timeout. And I'm not even kidding. This freaking NFL game, it's never ending. It's never ending. It's just not. New England 20, Vikings 12. The kicker for the Vikings has scored all the points today. Okay. Come on, Max. Come on, bro. Let's go. Come on. Just try to sling it in the end zone again. Last play of the game. It is preseason, game number 2. Why not? Sling it in there. Hopefully just catch the damn ball. End on a high note. You can do it. Oh! Was the pass complete? No! Oh, man, it was bobbled. But did he catch it or did it hit the ground? Meanwhile, Liberty score. Lynx up by 2. There's a difference of 2 seconds or 1.3 seconds between game clock and shot clock for the Lynx. All right, what's happening over here for the Vikings? It looks like the pass was like, it was caught by New England, but then the Vikings like punched the ball out. So now they're replaying whether the ball came out or whether it was down. We got a whole bunch of shenanigans going on over here, people. Oh my gosh. And did the Vikings end up coming away with it? This is definitely Moon Uranus coded. Like, if that's the case. All right, they're replaying the game over here. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, the Lynx and the Liberty are on a timeout. I bet when KOC is angry, he's silent. I hate to be in that locker room. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a side of him that he unleashes the Kraken or unleashes like the expletives. We probably just maybe never see it. But you could be right, though. Maybe he's the silent type. Could be. Yeah, maybe you could be right. Like maybe more Zimmer was more the type to just like yell and get pissed, right? And throw expletives. But KOC is more the type to just the silent but deadly type, Like dad's mad. All right, so final for the Vikings, Patriots 20, Vikings 12. A little bit of like a freak play at the end there. But with the moon coming to conjunct Uranus, Uranus is unpredictable energy, a little bit of a funky end there. Vikings are 1-1 in the preseason, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. I did have New England winning that game, looking at the astrology of it. I did kind of say that I expected or kind of suspected the Vikings to put some points on the board. I kind of thought that they would get in the end zone, actually. I said I would be a little bit surprised there if they didn't. So I'm a little bit surprised that the Vikings didn't actually get in the end zone and score. But I did make mention that the second half would probably go a little quicker and that the Vikings did have a chance to potentially kind of come back. But in the end, I did pick New England to win. And again, based on the astrology, it was really hard to go against. New England had the support of both benefic planets, Venus and Jupiter. And in the past, when I've seen that, it's just really hard to pick against that. Like when a team or like a person or the game, when one team has the support of both benefic planets, I mean, that's just really, it's hard to look past. So it kind of happened again today. But now sole focus here is on the Liberty and on the Lynx. Jump ball, 25 seconds left to go. Lynx up by 2. Lynx get the possession, and the Liberty immediately have to foul. There's 20 seconds left, and this game could go on for a little while. Minnesota's already in the bonus, so we'll see. This would have been a really fun game to be at. All right. Ryan, screw the refs. Screw them. Yeah, I don't know. You guys know me. I'm not one to blame the referees, but yeah, blame whoever you want. But yeah, I will be listening to a little post game here. Like I said, I'm going to take the dog on a stroll here, but I am going to watch the end of this game. The Lynx and Liberty. Make your free throws! You gotta make those! Damn it! I mean, I know it's a lot of pressure, but my God. Okay? Take it from somebody that made the game-winning free throw for her team to win the state championship in basketball. Me. Okay? Take it from me. I had ice in my veins, right? At the line. I need to go find my medal, actually. So, take it from me, the real professional here. All right, so the Lynx, they made their second free throw. Lynx are up 83-80. 20 seconds left to go. Liberty ball. Minnesota's in the bonus. Liberty are not. And this has been a very exciting game. I appreciate everybody for hanging out, whether you're here for Lynx, Liberty, or otherwise. Oh, Liberty missed the little bunny. And it looks like it is going to be Lynx game. That was their opportunity, and they missed it. All right? Nice. Seriously, I think all of the people from the Bird Graveyard, aka US Bank Stadium, as they are leaving, they can hear the roars from down the street at the Target Center. Okay? Downtown Minneapolis is going to be popping later. For Vikings fans, they're going to have to go and be like, why didn't we go to the Lynx game? Make your free throws! McBride missed another one. But, I mean, they're up by 3. 12 seconds to go. You got it, girl. You can make the second one. It's all right. You go up by 4. It looks like pretty good odds. All right? And she sinks the second one. All right. Lynx up by 4. 12 seconds to go. 10. Oh, damn. That was a hard-ass foul there. I don't know how to say her name. I forget it. She's a really good player, number 20 for the Liberty. She got fouled hard. Damn. Hard. Oh, bots are back. All right. NFL game. There we go. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Vikings fans, we're one game closer to the real season, the regular season, I guess. And then Lynx fans, we're just living for it here. But I mean, Minnesota fans in general. All right, 3 seconds left. I think this game is pretty much done and dusted. My warmer went off for my coffee. I was about to take another sip, but I don't think I need any more. This was a nice victory for the Lynx, especially since they were down. You know, they were up and then they lost the lead. Then they came back, managed to get the victory here. It looks like they're at the line again. But yeah, so And as far as this game goes, I mean, the Lynx, they're already in the playoffs. They're going to move to, I think, like 28-5, I think, after this game today. I could be wrong with that, but they've been doing amazing. All with Nafisa Collier out, too. I think she's slated to come back maybe in like a couple of weeks, I think. But I mean, good for the Lynx. It looks like they're going to get the victory 86-80. Nice. Lynx moved to 28-5. Liberty too. I mean, Liberty good. 21-13. Cheryl Reeve, there you go. Lady Lynx lighting it up at the Target Center. Boop, boop. They know how to get the win. Okay. Vikings, losers today, but it is preseason, so we made it through, people. We made it through. All right. So appreciate everybody once again for hanging out. I do plan on being back next week for Vikings. Let's see here. Let's just pull up the schedule. I seriously thought that this game today was at like 3 o'clock, but let's see. Oh, it's Friday night. Okay, so we got a Friday night game. Vikings Titans. All right, Friday at 7. All right, that'll be the plan. So hopefully be there for that. And I think there's a new moon actually Friday too. I think that's the Virgo new moon this coming Friday. 6 days. So next Vikings game. So hopefully maybe that'll bode well for the Vikings. But yes. Appreciate everybody. Lynx getting the win today. Vikings are the losers. But you know what? Girls rule. Boys drool. Just kidding. But yeah, when it comes to the victory today, I guess the ladies get the win. So Ryan, at least it was interesting. No major injuries to speak of. All in all, not terrible. This is true. No major injuries, and we got to suffer along with Kevin O'Connell in that third quarter there. So I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me, chit-chatting. It's always good to talk with you and hang out with everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday or whenever you happen to be watching this. And we at least got a very exciting ending when it comes to the Lynx game. So there's a little something there. And at least at the end of the Vikings game too, there was a little something, like just a little spiciness, I guess. A little ketchup on like the bland rice dish or the bland bowl of pasta or something. I don't know how we can like compare it, but that game was basically like eating like noodles and ketchup or something. Like like myself, I'd rather have it without the ketchup, but you know what I mean. So, but yeah, all in all. So appreciate everybody for hanging out. Plan for this next Friday, Vikings Titans game, preseason game 3. Might pop in before that. You never know, but that is the plan for right now. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time. And I appreciate once again everybody hanging out. So stay safe, stay cool, do all the things, and until next time, take care, everybody. Peace out.